Với thế mạnh nông nghiệp, Việt Nam có ưu thế đảm bảo an ninh lương thực hơn phần lớn các nước đang phát triển ở châu Á. Hàng hóa nông sản của Việt Nam đã từng bước khẳng định vị thế trên thị trường toàn cầu, có mặt tại thị trường trên 185 quốc gia và vùng lãnh thổ. Xuất khẩu nông sản Việt Nam hiện đứng thứ 2 Đông Nam Á và thứ 15 trên thế giới, mang lại giá trị kinh tế quan trọng cho đất nước. Thế nhưng, những người làm ra những giá trị đó, chủ thể là người nông dân, lại có mức thu nhập thấp trong xã hội. Cùng với nhiều chính sách của chính phủ Việt Nam, một chương trình được thực hiện đã dần làm thay đổi giá trị cuộc sống của những người nông dân Việt Nam, được bắt nguồn từ sự đổi mới tư duy. Đây là một buổi học hỏi rút kinh nghiệm trước, trong và sau khi phối giống cho bò cái ở tổ hợp tác Bình An, xã Nghĩa An, huyện Cơ Bang, tỉnh Gia Lai. Tổ hợp tác Bình An xuất phát từ nhóm chung sở thích chăn nuôi bò thuộc dự án hỗ trợ nông nghiệp nông dân nông thôn AFOSP, được thành lập ngày 10 tháng 5 năm 2015 với 10 thành viên. Nguồn vốn nhận tài trợ từ dự án AFOSP là 120 triệu đồng. Đến nay, số thành viên của tổ đã lên đến con số 16 người. Ông Đặng Hữu Huân sống bằng nghề nuôi bò từ khi ông hơn 30 tuổi. Có những thời điểm gia đình ông nuôi tới hơn 40 con, cả bò thịt và bò nái. Giờ đây ông đã gần 70 tuổi, sức khỏe không cho phép, nhưng ông vẫn chăn nuôi 15 con bò. Khi thấy tổ hợp tác làm ăn có hiệu quả, cách đây 3 năm ông đã xin vào.
Cái tổ hợp tác thì được tổ chức đi tham quan các mô hình, rút nhiều kinh nghiệm giá. Kinh nghiệm là đi về cách chăn nuôi, cách là bố béo nè, bò cho ăn một ngày là bao nhiêu lượng đạm cóm của nó nè, bao nhiêu, chứ hồi kia mình chỉ cho ăn cỏ không. Tôi là quyết vào tham gia để làm ăn phát triển đi lên.
Hiện tại trong tổ hợp tác có 6 hộ nuôi trùn quế với diện tích 330 m², một phần để sử dụng, một phần khác để bán với giá 25.000 đồng một kg. Bên cạnh đó, chương trình MTCP2 hỗ trợ cho tổ một con bò đực giống BBB. Hiện cả tổ có 75 con bò với diện tích trồng cỏ khoảng 7 ha. Hàng năm xuất bán ra thị trường từ 10 đến 12 con các loại với giá từ 12 triệu đến 15 triệu đồng một con.
Học hỏi người ta là người ta mua máy về băm cỏ ra, được gọi là mình tiết kiệm được cái cỏ, tạo cho bò nó dễ tiêu hơn, con bò nó phát triển mạnh hơn. Thứ hai nữa là bên tổ cũng được hỗ trợ cái máy làm cám đấy, và sau này thì nói chung cái máy sẽ được sử dụng để làm phân trùn quế. Ngày xưa thì nuôi cùng số lượng ít, nhưng mà giờ nói chung là các tổ viên cũng đã làm đầu tư vốn và để chăn nuôi số lượng bò nhiều hơn.
Một khối phân bò bình thường thì nó cỡ 500.000. Cho khi chúng ta cho con giun nó ăn, thì khi nó thải ra các cái chất dinh dưỡng vào trong phân đó thì cái giá trị nó gấp 6 lần.
Với mục đích xây dựng chuỗi liên kết giá trị phát triển bò thịt, thuận tiện trao đổi thông tin về khoa học kỹ thuật, thị trường, giá cả, Hội Nông dân tỉnh Gia Lai đã quyết định thành lập 2 tổ hợp tác chăn nuôi bò kết hợp nuôi trùn quế tại 2 xã Nghĩa An và xã Đông, huyện Cơ Bang. Các thành viên trong 2 tổ hầu hết là những người chung ngành nghề, chung sở thích. Như được tiếp thêm luồng sinh khí với cách làm mới, chỉ sau một thời gian ngắn, nhiều thành viên trong tổ đã tự tin vay thêm tiền mua bò. Việc học hỏi áp dụng kỹ thuật tăng chất lượng thịt, tăng sản lượng cùng với đầu ra ổn định giúp các thành viên có thu nhập tốt hơn.
Bán bò nghé nuôi được 6 tháng, hơn 6 tháng. Bình quân là khoảng 12 triệu đến 15 triệu một con. Cho anh thêm thức ăn thực phẩm với đồ cỏ kia thì nó nhanh lớn hơn, phát triển nhanh hơn. Khoảng trước kia thì khoảng 10 tháng đến 1 năm thì mới bán được số tiền đấy.
Bà con rất là phấn khích trong cái việc nhân rộng cái đàn bò ra và dùng cái chế phẩm đó là để làm cái phân hữu cơ. Bản thân em cũng có tham gia trong nhóm là xây dựng những cái kế hoạch cụ thể như là định hướng với bà con sau này là mình nuôi bò bổ béo, sản phẩm nó đi như thế nào, và đồng thời là cái sản phẩm trùn quế sẽ cung ứng theo cái mô hình theo cái định hướng là sản phẩm sản xuất theo mô hình khép kín.
Đã hỗ trợ cho 2 cái tổ hợp tác này là 2 cái máy ép cam viên và hỗ trợ cho 2 cái con bò đực giống để làm sao để lai tạo cái đàn bò tại địa phương với tổng giá trị vừa chương trình mà vừa đối ứng là khoảng tầm gần 200 triệu. Hội nông dân huyện cũng đã bố trí hơn 1,2 tỷ từ vốn quỹ hỗ trợ nông dân để cho bà con mua thêm bò và đồng thời xây chuồng trại nuôi bò cũng như xây dựng như là cái chuồng nuôi trùng quế. Bà con của 2 cái tổ này họ cũng nhận thức mình phải làm sao đó tự thân tự lực mình, không? Trước mắt là phục vụ cho đời sống gia đình. Mặt khác là chúng ta muốn tiến xa hơn là chúng ta phải đoàn kết, liên kết lại với nhau để chúng ta xây dựng một cái thương hiệu sản phẩm.
Ở huyện Ca Báng của tỉnh Gia Lai là một trong những cái địa bàn mà rất thuận lợi để phát triển chăn nuôi bò, đặc biệt là bò lái. Sản phẩm bò lái cũng đã có thị trường, hỗ trợ hội viên nông dân bằng các cái nguồn vốn. Thông qua các cái nội dung hoạt động của dự án thì các hộ nông dân, hội viên nông dân thì tiếp cận được với chính sách của Đảng, Nhà nước đối với nông nghiệp, nông dân, nông thôn. Và chính trực tiếp họ cũng đã phản ảnh và kiến nghị những cái chính sách và cụ thể là những cái chi tiết đối phát triển bò và cũng như một số nội dung khác.
Tại Gia Lai, chương trình MTCP2 đã tổ chức 6 khóa tập huấn, nhiều hội thảo và các hoạt động tham quan mô hình, giúp hàng chục hộ nông dân nâng cao năng lực cải thiện sinh kế. Cùng với đó, Hội Nông dân tỉnh còn phối hợp hỗ trợ tổ hợp tác hoạt động nghiên cứu thị trường, mời chuyên gia tư vấn phân tích chất lượng thịt. Chương trình đã góp phần thay đổi nhận thức, hành động của người nông dân trong việc phát triển kinh tế, giảm nghèo bền vững.
But I'm also Jamaro a Tibina Bay Long and the Upretin and the Sunny Body Bono, the Harego, who are Jamaro yet and the Dine Binary Ma, Jamaro, the same Bioma upper when they see my load there bono. At the local she Takajaro, Jamaro upper when the Ubre Zamia, the Tibido Marco Rai, the Ubre Ba Zamia go, the who are line at 9 foot, not who are Jaro, Jamaro and Yimba who they see there, a Kajaye, upper when they change. And all Kuku and Obono, Pian Bidoma Patient and Boat, not a Huajaro Leami, Ubre, Milumi, and Bono, Tarina Patalosin, Copa and Go, Zamado, South Han Low Drago, Zamado T. Dibinabi, Long Handy, Loda Piede, Adia, now said with Maro, Zamado located, now said with Maro, Zamado Yeti, Data Saya, Council, and in Lebono, Usam Bidoma, Zamado Leami, or not a Hua Milumi, or not a Huga and By super by the dirty town chain, long and go, not a Huga, Zamado di Mukawisha, Tita di Ma, same young Tatamani, and if you're bono, she Shashi, no de Harry, got Zamado now said, a poor winnie, and if you're loda, a good solution, Zamado ding on head with Mabono, Eka, don't down it, Lia, Zamado, the Eju, who Pietro Muya Kere Bono, and now so up in Biomeso in or Zamado, town Coniane, don't say how, and now so good, Zamado, a Jude out Kerebo. Another vine in the Aro, Zamado, the Leamineta, and the Uber Bono, Mujan Trade Kama, Zamaruga, Nebidoma, the Kusapu, got down to the Kusapu, Ubre Mujan, Pinsi, Bono, and Butadi, she sway Tario, who are Lobby Debo. Lobby as Rojamaro, a cool solution in a town, Sanacone, Leami Ubre Bono, or Twashidare, Arojamaro, the town Sakoma solution in Zamaro EF Pangani Bidoma, the Leami Ubre above my don't said they were no, don't they said the Sunny web or Pinasini or down to the upper when you're Sunny where they there. Now, Tandy Dine Pina di Mahele Bidoma, Zamaro, the Sunny where they load there. I Sunny where Salade go, Zamaro and Bidoma, the Machade, Jubidoma, Zamaro Ludogo, Zamaro Ubre, don't they tap or not in Bida see there. I could solution in Zamaro, not how Nasa Kunhim Mabono, Leami Ubre, Zamaro, the trashy day, Zamaro, AFM, Poitokan, if you're tinted, a chap, Teanibido, Conet, Zamaro Pala, Shibare, Tazamaro, Amin. Zamaro di Muara Yia comedy de Mapono, a Poito Council, the Anibido, Kusapu, Bowing, Kede, a piney pibare, a co solution in Zamaro di ပေါ့အမျိုးသားမြေသုံးချမှုမူဝါဒ HMB ကော်မတီမှာ AFFN ကကိုစားပြုပါဝင်တာရှိတယ်နောက်ကျမတို့ဒီအာဆီယံဒေသတွင်ဒီပေါ့ကုန်သွယ်ရေးပေါ့နော်ကုန်သွယ်ရေးနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ကော်မတီမှာလည်းကျမတို့ AFFN ကိုစားပြုပါဝင်တယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကကျမတို့တိုင်းနဲ့ပြည်နယ်တွေဒေသအလိုက်တွေမှာဒီအနိုင်ဆုံးဒုက္ခလစာပေါ့နော်ကော်မတီတွေမှာလည်းကျမတို့ပါဝင်ဆွေးနွေးတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကလေယာမြေနဲ့ဒီပတ်သက်တဲ့ကော်မတီတချို့မှာလည်းကျမတို့ရဲ့အဖွဲ့ဝင်တွေခေါင်းဆောင်တွေပေါ့နော်ဒီဟာပါဝင်ပြီးတော့မှကျမတို့ဒီပါဝင်နိုင်ခဲ့တယ်မူဝါဒပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတော့ပူပေါင်းဆောင်ရွက်တဲ့နေရာတွေကတော့ကျမတို့တောင်သူတွေနဲ့သက်ဆိုင်နေပေါ့နော်ဌာနဆိုင်ရာတွေပါစိုက်ပျိုးရေးမွေးမြူရေးနဲ့ဆက်မြောင်းဝင်ကြီးဌာနပေါ့နော်ဆက်မြောင်းဝင်ကြီးဌာနပေါ့သူရဲ့အောက်မှာရှိတော့ကျမတို့ဦးစီးဌာနအနေနဲ့ပူးပေါင်းပြီးတော့အလုပ်လုပ်တယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကအလုပ်သမားလူဝင်မှုကြီးကြပ်ရေးနဲ့ပြည်သူ့အင်အားဝင်ကြီးဌာနပေါ့နော်ဒီရဲ့သူ့ရဲ့အောက်မှာရှိတော့ကျမတို့သက်ဆိုင်ရာဦးစီးဌာနတွေနဲ့ကျမတို့ပူးပေါင်းဆောင်ရွက်တာတွေရှိတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ကျမတို့လွှတ်တော်ပါတိုင်းဒေသကြီးနဲ့ပြည်နယ်တွေမှာရှိတော့သက်ဆိုင်ရာဒီလွှတ်တော်ကိုယ်စားလှယ်တွေနောက်တစ်ခုကကျမတို့အမျိုးသားလွှတ်တော်ပြည်သူ့လွှတ်တော်ပေါ့နော်ပြည်ထောင်စုလွှတ်တော်ဒီကော်မတီတွေနဲ့ကျမတို့ပူးပေါင်းပြီးတော့မှဆောင်ရွက်တာလေးရှိပါ
အဖွဲ့ချုပ်အနေနဲ့ကတော့2013ကနေ2020ခုနှစ်အထိကျမတို့စီယိုရေးနဲ့ဖွဲ့စည်းရေးကိုအဓိကထားပြီးတော့ကျမတို့ဖွဲ့စည်းခဲ့ပါတယ်အဲ့ဒီဖွဲ့စည်းတဲ့နေရာမှာကျမတို့ရဲ့မြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာလက်ရှိပြည်နယ်နဲ့တိုင်း14ခုရှိပြီးတော့ကျမတို့စီယိုရေးဆင်းခဲ့တာတော့ပြည်နယ်နဲ့တိုင်း12ခုရှိပါတယ်အဲ့12ခုထဲမှာကျမတို့မြို့နယ်ပေါင်း60ကိုကျမတို့ဖွဲ့စည်းနိုင်ခဲ့ပါတယ်အဲ့မြို့နယ်ပေါင်း60တဲကမှကျမတို့အခြေခံကြေးရပေါင်းက956ဖွဲ့ရှိပြီးတော့အဖွဲ့ဝင်ဥယေပေါင်းကတော့ကျမတို့2800ကျော်ကျမတို့လက်ရှိအဖွဲ့ဝင်တွေဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျမတို့အဖွဲ့ဝင်မဟုတ်သေးသောတောင်သူလယ်သမားတွေကျမတို့ရှိပါတယ်မှတ်ပုံတွေမကြသေးတာတွေကျမတို့တချို့ကြတော့လဲမှတ်ပုံတွေကြပြီးအဖွဲ့အစည်းပြတ်တာတွေရှိခဲ့ပါတယ်ကျမတို့ရဲ့အဖွဲ့ချုပ်မှာပေါ့နော်ကျမတို့မှတ်တမ်းအနေနဲ့ကျမတို့တကွထားပါတယ်ကျမတို့နိုင်ငံတော်အစိုးရအနေနဲ့ကျမတို့က2015မေလ21ရက်နေ့မှာကျမတို့အဖွဲ့ချုပ်အဆင့်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာကိုကျမတို့ကြားခဲ့ပါတယ်ကျမတို့ရဲ့အဖွဲ့ချုပ်ရဲ့ကိုစားပြုနေတာကတော့လောက်ကွက်ငယ်လယ်သမားတွေကိုကျမတို့ရဲ့အဖွဲ့ဝင်တွေကိုကျမတို့ကသူတို့ရဲ့နီးပညာပံ့ပိုးပေးမှုကိုကျမတို့အခုအဓိကအဖွဲ့ချုပ်အနေနဲ့လှုပ်ဆောင်နေပါတယ်ဟုတ်ကျမတို့အဖွဲ့ချုပ်အနေနဲ့ပေါ့နော်လူငယ်နဲ့အမျိုးသမီးတွေရဲ့ဒီဖွံ့ဖြိုးတိုးတက်ရေးအပိုင်းမှာလှုပ်ပေးနေတာကတော့ကျမတို့လူငယ်တွေအတွက်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ကျမတို့ကကိုယ့်ဒေသမှာထွက်နေတဲ့တန်ဖိုးမြင့်စားတောက်ကုန်ပေါ့ကိုယ့်ဒေသထွက်တဲ့ကုန်ပစ္စည်းကုန်ချမ်းကနေကုန်ကြောဖြစ်ဖို့အတွက်တန်ဖိုးမြင့်စားတောက်ကုန်တွေကိုကျမတို့ကဒီသင်တန်းတွေထိန်းပေးနေရပေါ့နော်ဒါလူငယ်တွေအတွက်ပါကျမတို့အမျိုးသမီးတွေအတွက်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်အမျိုးသမီးတွေကကျေးလက်ဒေသမှာနေတော့ gender equality ဆိုတာကိုသူတို့နားမလည်ဘူးကြားမတန်းတူညီမျှမှုဆိုတဲ့ဟာပေါ့သူတို့နားမလည်အဲ့တော့ကျမတို့ကအမျိုးသမီးတွေအတွက်သူတို့နားမလည်ဘူးဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ဥပမာအနေနဲ့ပေါ့နော်ကျမတို့ကဒီအမျိုးသမီးနဲ့အမျိုးသားကလုပ်ငန်းကွန်မှာအတူတူလုပ်ရပြီးတော့လောက်အားကပေါ့ရော့ပေးတဲ့အချိန်မှာကျမတို့ကဒါမျိုးဟာ gender equality လို့ခေါ်တယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာမျိုးကျမတို့ကကျေးလက်ဒေသမှာရှိနေတယ်ကျမတို့ရဲ့ AFFN ရဲ့အဖွဲ့ဝင်တွေကိုကျမတို့ကသင်တန်းတွေကိုအဓိကထားပြီးတော့လုပ်ပေးနေတာပေါ့နော်ဒါမျိုးကြောင့်လူငယ်တွေနဲ့အမျိုးသမီးတွေကကျမတို့ရဲ့ AFFN အဖွဲ့ဝင်တွေကိုပါဝင်ပေးပါလို့ကျမအနေနဲ့တိုက်တွန်းချင်ပါတယ်ရှင်
ในปัจจุบันพวกเขาก็มีปลูกพืชผักหลากหลายชนิดอยู่แต่ก่อนปลูกแต่ผักกินมีในนี้จะมีผักกาดขาวผักกาดตีนมีผักบัวผักก้านจองผักบงผักยังต่างๆจะมีหลายชนิดอยู่แล้วก็มีกระลดแล้วก็มักเพชรมักเขือจำนวนหนึ่งเมื่อที่หลังจากที่เขาเปลี่ยนจากการปลูกพืชผักชนิดเดียวเนาะแล้วก็มาหันเปลี่ยนมาปลูกผักหลายชนิดที่ว่าขั้นส่งขายออกเนาะตามท้องตลาดก็เห็นว่าดีขึ้นกว่าเก่า3 ล้านกีบต่อเดือน
กลุ่มของพวกเราได้เป็นสมาชิกเครือข่ายได้4 ปีแล้วเนาะเรื่องการตลาดนี่มีการขยายตัวแต่เหตุให้กลุ่มเรานั้นส่งพืชผัก เป็นต้นมันหัวกะโลดไปเวียงจันทน์เฮ็ดให้กลุ่มเฮามีความเข้มแข็งหลายขึ้นแล้วปัจจุบันกลุ่มของพวกเฮาก็ยังกำลังแปรรูปผลิตภัณฑ์หัวกะโลดเนาะหัวกะโลดปลอดสารพิษคือว่าทางเครือข่ายท่านได้สนับสนุนที่ว่าทางฝึกอบรมกลุ่มของพวกเฮามีทุนรางวัลจำนวนหนึ่งมอบให้กลุ่มของพวกเฮาปัจจุบันกลุ่มของพวกเฮายังกำลังแปรรูปผลิตภัณฑ์อยู่เนาะที่ว่ากะโลดที่ว่าโตที่หัวน้อยหัวบ่งามที่ว่าทรงบ่ได้แล้วเฮามาคัดแล้วก็มาเฮ็ดสบู่เฮ็ดให้เฮามีมูลค่าหลายเพิ่มขึ้น
แม่คิดว่านะเลี้ยงสัตว์เลี้ยงเป็ดเพราะว่าเฮาเลี้ยงแล้วก็เฮาก็ได้ขายง่ายนะเลย7,100 ตัวมีกำไร214ละเนาะของเฮาเลี้ยงแต่ปี2018จนมาฮอด2019ก็โอ้ยก็มีผลประโยชน์หลายเลยก็ดีหลายถ้าว่าบ่มาช่วยเฮาก็บ่ฮู้ว่าเฮาสิเฮ็ดหยังนะเพราะว่าตะกี้เฮามีเฮ็ดดีเฮ็ดหยังหาปูหาปลาถ้าแต่ผัวหามาเฮาก็เฮ็ดอยู่เฮือนนั่นสินะเดี๋ยวนี้นี่ผัวบ่มาเฮาก็เฮ็ดได้ผัวไปเวียงเฮาก็เฮ็ดได้ปลูกผักเลี้ยงเป็ดเฮาก็เฮ็ดได้แบบสบายอยู่แบบสบายอยู่เฮือน
ข้าพเจ้ามีความภาคภูมิใจที่สุดซึ่งว่าได้ทางเครือข่ายสหกรณ์เกษตรกรลาวเฮานี้เข้ามาสุกยูอุ้มสู่พวกเขาปีนี้เป็นปีที่3ซึ่งว่าทางบริษัทพลังงานการค้านี่เพิ่นได้ลงทุนให้ก่อนเป็นต้นว่าแนวพันธุ์และก็ฝุ่นซึ่งปีผ่านมานี้พวกเขาก็ถือว่าประสบภัยแห้งแล้งเพิ่นก็บ่ได้เฮียงห้องค่าเสียหายพวกเขาถ้าหากว่าผลได้รับมีการน้ำถมตุ่มท่วมทางบริษัทกับบริเฮียงห้องค่าเสียหายคืนมันมีการเก็บซื้ออย่างมั่นคงมีการรับประกันราคาทางบริษัทผู้เงินมีการเซ็นสัญญาผูกมัดกับพวกเขาพร้อมด้วยเครือข่ายสหกรณ์เกษตรกรถือว่าขายข้าวให้บริษัทผู้เงินการค้านี่มีกำไรเพราะว่าพวกเขาได้คิดไล่ต้นทุนกิโลนึง1,000 กีบเนาะบัดนี้เขาไปขายให้บริษัทผู้เงินนี่ถือว่า 4,000 กีบเขาได้กำไรอยู่ 3,000 กีบต่อกิโลนึงที่ผ่านมานี่ 2-3 ปีนี่แม่นเครือข่ายสหกรณ์เกษตรกรทั่วประเทศเขานี้ดึงบริษัทนี้ลงมาอันให้พวกเขาเนาะแต่นี่ต่อไปหรือว่าต่อไปเลยว่าซั่นซะพวกเขาจะสามารถเซ็นสัญญากับบริษัทและต่อรองกับบริษัทได้ทุกอย่างโดยให้ทางเครือข่ายสหกรณ์เกษตรกรทั่วประเทศเป็นที่ปรึกษาให้พวกเขา
พ่อนี่เป็นสมาชิกของเครือข่ายสหกรณ์เกษตรกรเนาะเลยผลประโยชน์จากเครือข่ายนี่ก็หลายอันเนาะเพิ่นก็ซอยเฮ็ดโครงสร้างสางเขียนทายของผักจากการหุ่มห่อของเฮาเลยไปเวียงจันทน์ก่อนอื่นสิมีร้านตากผักเนาะเฮาก็เพื่อเก็บเมียนถือว่าชาวสวนสมาชิกของเฮาตัดผักเข้ามาเฮาจะอะไรให้เขาซ้อมเนี่ยเอาเขาไปเลี้ยงอยู่ในสางเฮาสางเก็บเมียนเฮาตากเปิดพัดลมใส่บ่ให้พักหันมีน้ำตกข้างอยู่นั่นเพื่อมันสิเปื่อยเน่าตากไล่มือหนึ่ง15 ต้นได้ซอกตลาดให้อีกเพื่อให้เฮาได้ซื้อขายอยู่ในกลุ่มเฮาย้อนว่าเครือข่ายเฮานี่เป็นผู้ซอกหาตลาดให้สมาชิกถ้าในสมาชิกเฮาบ่ได้ตัดเขาเจ้าให้เขาได้เงินเต็มหมดการที่ว่ามีบริษัทมาเซ็นสัญญาซื้อขายก็ดีแล้วเขาก็เลยซื้อขายในราคาดีและได้ค่าที่ได้เส้นสัญญากับบริษัทที่ขอล้มน้ำบริษัทเองเรื่องต่อรองราคาซื้อขายเพิ่นสอกตลาดให้แล้วเฮาสิต่อรองเองเรื่องซื้อขายกับบริษัท
ทางเครือข่ายเพิ่นพาพวกเขานี่ไปเบิ่งบทเรียนเรื่องการเฮ็ดตลาดเรื่องการเข้าหาลูกค้าเรื่องการจัดเกตพักหรือว่าเรื่องการเข้าหาองค์กรที่ว่าเขาเจ้าบ่มีความสามารถมาซื้อผลผลิตไปกินเองได้เนาะซึ่งเฮาจะได้ไปบริการเพิ่นกับพี่อันนั้นแม่นเครือข่าย เพิ่นได้ฝึกอบรมแล้วก็ชี้นำพาพวกเขามาฮอดปัจจุบันนี้ก็เฮ็ดให้ลูกค้านี่เป็นที่พึ่งพอใจกับกลุ่มของพวกเขาในการบริการและนอกจากนั้นทางเครือข่ายยังได้เชื่อมโยงนำบริษัทให้มาพัวพันเฮ็ดสัญญาซื้อขายผลผลิตร่วมกันแล้วก็การขายนี่เขาจะไม่ได้ขายอยู่แต่ตลาดรูปเดียวเนาะเขาจะได้ขายเป็นพักออนไลน์เนาะขายทางแอปทางไลน์เดี๋ยวนี้นี่ข้อมูลข่าวสารของกลุ่มพวกเขานี่ถือว่าเฮ็ดได้ดีและก็ทันสมัยและก็ทันใจกับลูกค้าเนาะรายได้ของชาวสวนหันละเป็น5 แสนสูงสุดย้ำฝนนี่ได้ขายพักดีๆในกระเป็ดเซนกีบเนาะมาตกมาปี 2018 นี่แล้วแม่นพวกเขาได้เดือน1.5 ล้านหา2 ล้านกีบต่อเดือนมาฮอดปัจจุบันนี้มีอยู่58 คนเนาะอยู่ใน58นี้รายรับของเขาเจ้าแล้วแม่นได้เดือน5 ล้านป่าย
នាងខ្ញុំអត់ទាន់មានប្រមូលផលអីបានក្នុងខែហ្នឹងឯងដល់ពេលយើងដាំតក្រីដាំអីចឹងទៅក៏បានជាជំនួយក្នុងគ្រួសារត្រូវការខ្វះខាតអីបានមកកម្រិតថែមទៀតដំបូងដូចមិនទាន់ជោគជ័យទេដូចងាប់ហើយរឿងល្អឆ្លោះគ្នាដល់ពេលតក្រីលាស់ល្អអញ្ចឹងទៅរយៈពេល1ខែកន្លងមកផ្លែដងតិច
ណាំសក្រីហ្នឹងកាលពីដំបូងឡើយហ្នឹងប្រជាជនគាត់អត់មានដាំអញ្ចឹងទេគាត់គ្រាន់តែដាំមកគុំពីគុំសម្រាប់តែហូបទេអញ្ចឹងយើងឃើញសក្តានុពលដីនៅក្នុងភូមិនៅសហគមន៍នោះដីសិតតែដីល្អមានជីជាតិសក្រីមាននាំមកពីវៀតណាមច្រើនហើយយើងងាកមកសហគមន៍វិញសហគមន៍យើងមានដីទំនេរច្រើនទុកចោលហើយដាំក៏បានល្អអញ្ចឹងខ្ញុំបានឃើញចន្លោះប្រហោងនៃទីផ្សារយើងបានទៅតេស្តសួរព័ត៌មានតាក់ទងអ្នកកែច្នៃសក្រីអ្នកវាយគ្រឿងវាយអីនៅសានអង្គរហ្នឹងសួរថាគាត់វាយសក្រីមួយថ្ងៃប្រហែលគីឡូហើយជាមធ្យមគាត់ទិញលក្ខីចន្លោះពី1គីឡូប្រហែលបាទដល់ពេលដឹងព័ត៌មានឃើញតម្លៃគាត់ទិញចន្លោះពី800ទៅ1500បានព័ត៌មានហើយខ្ញុំមកធ្វើការវិភាគតាក់ទងការដាំសក្ខីបើសិនយើងដាំដីមហត្តាយើងត្រូវបានបានគុំហើយយើងអាចវិភាគចំនួនតោនចំនួនគីឡូមកវិញយើងឃើញថាបើប្រៀបធៀបជាមួយនឹងដំណាំដំឡូងជាមួយដំណាំដែលកសិករយើងធ្វើពីមុនមកវាដូចជាបានកម្រៃតិចជាង
ក្នុងរយៈពេល6ខែហ្នឹងប្រមូលលក្ខីថាល្បាក់ថា20តោនអញ្ចឹងប្រមូលផលរយៈពេល2ដងមួយឆ្នាំហ្នឹងទិន្នផលលើស្រូវទៀត1ហិកតាស្រូវអស់ហើយត្រឹម7ទៅ8លានថ្លៃដល់ពេលមកលក្ខីផាត់ហួយផាត់អីហើយបានពី10លានហ្នឹង
ការយើងមានជាក្រុមសហគមន៍កសិកម្មអញ្ចឹងយើងងាយចរចាជាមួយឈ្មួញជាមួយអតិថិជនក្នុងការទិញផលិតផល2018យើងធ្វើផែនការ300តោនជាង400តោនហើយតាក់ទងតម្រូវការមួយដែលយើងផ្គត់ផ្គង់ឲ្យគាត់ហ្នឹងចន្លោះ1000តោននោះគឺនៅមិនទាន់គ្រប់ផង
ពេលនាងខ្ញុំចូលមកក្នុងសហគមន៍ហ្នឹងជួយជំរុញឲ្យគ្រួសារនាងខ្ញុំដូចឲ្យមានជីវភាពកើនឡើងលើសពីមុន
កាលពីដើមមកគាត់ធ្វើស្រែទៅតាមធម្មតាគឺថាអត់មានចេះបច្ចេកទេសទេហើយដល់ពេលយើងមានសហគមន៍ក្រាំងរាវសាមគ្គីយើងបានចូលរួមជាមួយនឹងអង្គការផ្សេងរៀនពីការធ្វើត្រូវតាមបច្ចេកទេសបន្ទាប់មកបានយើងទៅអប់រំទៅតាមសមាជិករបស់គាត់យើងឲ្យគាត់ចេះពីការផលិតស្រូវតាមលក្ខណៈបច្ចេកទេសដើម្បីឲ្យសម្រេចគោលបំណងក្នុងសហគមន៍គឺថាយើងចង់បានកស្រីរៀងគឺយើងរៀបចំជាក្រុមផលិតទោះបីជាមានកសិករច្រើនដល់ទៅ300គ្រួសារជាងក៏ដោយក៏ប៉ុន្តែយើងយកអ្នកដែលស្ម័គ្រចិត្តផលិតអញ្ចឹងក្នុងនោះយើងមានតែ44គ្រួសារទេដែលផលិតស្រូវស្រីរៀងសម្រាប់លក់ឲ្យសហគមន៍
កាលពីតន់ចូលសហគមន៍ខ្ញុំធ្វើស្រូវសរីរៀងដែរតែគ្រាន់តែថាធ្វើនោះវាអត់ពេញបច្ចេកទេសអីចាបានតែ4តោនទេ2ហិកតាចូលក្នុងសហគមន៍ទៅ2ហិកតាហ្នឹងបាន6តោនក៏មានក្រុមហ៊ុនក្រុមអីចឹងទៅគេមកកង់ថាទិញអីចឹងគេមកតាក់ទងជាមួយសហគមន៍កាលណាបើលក់តែឯងលក់ទៅឲ្យឈ្មួញតែម្នាក់ឯងលក់វាអត់បានថ្លៃ
សហគមន៍របស់យើងដែលផលិតស្រូវស្រីរៀងនេះគឺយើងមានពូជផ្ដល់ជូនឲ្យគាត់ពូជនេះគឺជាពូជសុទ្ធល្អហើយផ្ដល់ឲ្យគាត់ទៅហើយយើងទទួលទិញស្រូវពីគាត់វិញ
គណៈកម្មការនៅក្នុងសហគមន៍របស់នាងខ្ញុំក៏ ទិញម៉ាស៊ីនស្រូវដើម្បីលក់អង្ករបើយើងលក់ស្រូវយើងបានតាមមួយមុខបើយើងដេញដាក់ហូរម៉ាស៊ីនវាចំណេញពីកន្ទុកកញ្ចុងអង្កាមក្នុងមួយខែយើងអាចលក់បានប្រហែលជា5-6 លានលុយ
ហើយយើងលក់អង្ករសរីរាង្គយើងនេះយើងមានលក់អង្ករពីរប្រភេទមានរំដួលសនិងរំដួលក្រហមយើងមានកងត្រាលក់អង្ករចេញទៅខ្សែ NNN ជាបណ្ដាញកើតអង្ករធម្មជាតិ KOC ហើយបន្តមកទៀតយើងលក់ទៅអំរូរ៉ាយគឺអំរូរ៉ាយហ្នឹងគេតិចគេមកត្រួតពិនិត្យដល់សេរបស់ផងយើងតបមកបានគេយកស្រូវយើងទៅត្រួតពិនិត្យថាស្រូវយើងនឹងប្រកបជាសរីរាង្គមានសារធាតុសរីរាង្គពិតប្រាកដបានគេយកស្រូវយើងនឹងចេញទៅអំរូរ៉ាយគឺកំងក្នុងមួយឆ្នាំ50 តោនគឺយើងផ្ដល់គាត់ឲ្យគ្រប់ពេលយើងបានតែ23 តោនទេតែឆ្នាំនេះយើងនឹងបង្កើនសមាជិកឲ្យបានច្រើនដើម្បីលក់ចេញឲ្យគ្រប់ចំនួននេះគេហើយយើងទុកផ្គត់ផ្គង់នៅរោងម៉ាស៊ីនរបស់យើងខ្ញុំលក់ចូលក្នុងសហគមន៍ក៏យកសូនកហ្នឹងទៅលក់តទៅទៀតបានកម្រៃមកក៏បានចំណេញក្នុងសហគមន៍ហើយចែកជាភាគលាភដល់ខ្លួនខ្ញុំដែរការដែលឆ្នាំយើង2012ហ្នឹងហ៊ុនយើងមានតា10 លាននេះតែមកដល់2018នេះវាឡើង38 លាន 80 ម៉ឺនដោយសារសមាជិកក៏មានទំនុកចិត្តលើយើងហើយពេលយើងធ្វើទៅវាឃើញជាផ្លែចម្ការហើយក៏ចង់ចូលហើយការរកស៊ីរួមគ្នាជាសហគមន៍គឺវាមានភាពងាយស្រួលជាងរកស៊ីតែឯងមានមេគ្រប់គ្រងមានសមាជិកក្តោបក្តាប់អីចឹងយើងអាចដឹងព័ត៌មានពីខាងក្រៅអីបានច្រើនចឹងឈ្មោះអត់ហ៊ានបង្អាប់ថ្លៃទេយើងផលិតស្រូវសរីរាង្គចឹងយើងទទួលទិញស្រូវកាត់ថ្លៃឲ្យមានតម្លៃលើសអ្នកផលិតប្រើគីមីយ៉ាងហ្នឹងទៅធ្វើឲ្យគាត់សប្បាយចិត្តមុនចូលក្នុងសហគមន៍ចាំមន់ខ្ញុំចេះតែលេងវាទៅពីទៅវាដើរទៅវាអត់គង់វាងាប់មុនចូលសហគមន៍ខ្ញុំដាំដែរតែអត់មានជោគជ័យអត់ចេះចែកទេត្រង់ថាសាប់ទីនឹងធ្វើមិនអីធ្វើមិនចឹងណាយើងកើតសហគមន៍គឺយើងចង់ឲ្យគាត់ធ្វើការងារថេរនៅលើបន្លែនិងមាន់យើងផ្ដោតសំខាន់ទីគឺយើងនាំគ្នាធ្វើសេរីរាង្គចឹងតំបន់យើងវត្ថុធាតុដើមគឺសម្បូរតាំងពីចំណីមាន់អីអាលើមុខមាន់និងកាក់ជប់ផុយរបស់ឈើនៅបែបផ្ទះយើងហ្នឹងគឺយើងយកធ្វើជីទៅយើងចូលសហគមន៍ចឹងទៅគេមកបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលឲ្យយើងដាំដំណាំដាំអីចឹងណាយកពូជយកអីមកលក់ចឹងយើងទិញគាត់ទៅកាត់ម្ដងបាន50-60 គីឡូដែរនឹងបានកូនរៀនកូនអីចឹងណាដំបងគេជួយមេ20 ក្បាលក្រោយមកទៅខ្ញុំរីកបាន50-60 មេដែរឆ្នាំខ្ញុំលក់3 ដង 4 ដងមួយខ្ញុំលក់បាន60 ម៉ឺនអីចឹងទៅពីទៅឥឡូវនេះគាត់លក់មានផែនការលក់របស់គាត់មួយខែទៅមួយខែគឺគាត់ធ្វើផែនការលក់វិលជុំដើម្បីផ្គត់ផ្គង់មកទីផ្សារពីបន្លែយើងនាំទៅក្រុមហ៊ុន KOC យើងនាំទៅផ្សារគ្រួសារហើយសម្រាប់មាន់វិញគឺយើងនាំទៅក្រុមហ៊ុន KOC ដែរដែលយើងនាំទៅពេជ្រនិចកន្លងទៅនេះគឺការធ្វើមាន់របស់យើងវាអត់តាមតម្រូវការទីផ្សារទេព្រោះមាន់វាធំតូចចឹងទៅវាអត់បានថេរវិលជុំចឹងយើងបង្កើតទីផ្សារខ្លួនឯងនោះគឺយើងបង្កើតទីផ្សារអាំងដល់ខ្លួនឯងហើយបន្លែលក់ដល់ខ្លួនឯងអ្វីដែលសេសសល់ពីក្រុមហ៊ុនមិនត្រូវការគឺយើងយកមកលក់ខ្លួនយើងបាទគិតជាទូទៅបើសិនជាផ្សារមួយដែលយើងចាប់ផ្ដើមលក់រាល់ថ្ងៃហ្នឹងក្នុងមួយថ្ងៃវា30 ក្បាលមានចិត្តត្រេកអរបានលុយបានកាក់ពីចាំមាន់បណ្ដាញកសិករនិងធម្មជាតិមានសមាគមនិងសហគមន៍កសិកម្មហ្នឹង812ផ្ដោតលើកសិកម្មសរីរាង្គបំណងរបស់បណ្ដាញហ្នឹងទី1គឺបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលបច្ចេកទេសកសិកម្មទី2គឺបរិងសមត្ថភាពមេដឹកនាំសហគមន៍កសិកម្មហ្នឹងទី3គឺយើងជាបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលទាក់ទងទៅផែនការជំនួយអាជីវកម្មអញ្ចឹងការគ្រប់គ្រងដល់គាត់ហ្នឹងគឺឲ្យកសិករហ្នឹងចេះរួបរวมគ្នាដាក់ទុនទិញផលិតផលរួមលក់រួមគ្រប់គ្រងរួមគឺធ្វើម៉េចឲ្យកសិករហ្នឹងខ្លាយទៅជាម្ចាស់ខ្លាយទៅជាកសិករនិករ
A pleasant day, everyone. Welcome to the celebration of AFOSP-MTCP2, supported by IFAD, SDC, and EU. The staff, cast, and crew of this show have undergone COVID-19 rapid antigen testing. All health protocols were followed to ensure the safety of everyone involved in the show. During this virtual event, we will be taking photos and videos of this activity. The entire event will also be recorded, and the live video will be streamed via the Asia Pacific Farmers Forum's social media channels. AFA may use photos and videos with your image for purposes of communication activities on our social media channels and for publications or broadcasts. For questions or concerns, please contact us at afa@asianfarmers.org. So we are now about to start the program, and the interaction during the entire program will be via this Zoom chat box. So participants, and your name or nickname. For example, from the Philippines, if you're from the Philippines, you just type PHIL or Phil _ Pakisama, if that's the name of the organization, _ your name or nickname. In this case, Maria. So we are now about to begin, and before the formal program, let us all have a Zoom poll. Irish, take it away.
Good day to all. Before we start, let's have a quick survey first to get to know our participants who are joining us live. So there will be questions that will appear on your screen. Please answer these questions. We'll give you a few seconds to answer this question. Please give us a moment to fix some tech problems. Our apologies because there's some tech problems, so we will just skip the Zoom poll part. And now to officially start the program, let's welcome the hosts, Bernie and Leo.
Good day, everyone. We would like to welcome all participants from different countries around the world.
Today, we are celebrating the results and impact of the ASEAN Farmers Organization's support program, medium-term cooperation program with farmers organizations in Asia and the Pacific Phase 2, supported by the European Union and the International Fund for Agricultural Development.
Welcome, everyone. We will be your hosts for this celebration. My partner,
I'm Leo.
And I am Bernie. Welcome to this celebration.
Celebrating with us are our development partners and the farmers organization across ASEAN.
Let's hear from our partners from Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Myanmar, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam. Please turn on your camera and unmute yourselves to greet everyone in your local language.
Hello everyone.
Hello everyone. Please
Hello.
turn your camera on. We will be taking photos.
Hello,
Okay, so Junie, please.
Hello everyone.
Greetings from Myanmar.
Please turn on your camera.
Some resource material.
Sabay
Waiting.
Hi, Fanny. Moving to page 2, kindly turn on your
Halimbawa ako,
camera.
hindi ako masyadong magaling pag yung you just do an orientation or a webinar, I need to go back to it and then try it out on my own. So if there's a resource I can look at and go back.
Moving to page 3. Can you please can you please turn on your camera?
Yeah, I already turned off the camera, but my camera have broken.
Don't worry. You just unmute yourself. Okay.
Have you see my name?
Yeah, you have to buy the new one. And okay, we're done now. You may turn off your camera now. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Junie.
Thank you.
Okay.
We can now package maybe in a form of a policy or a policy paper that we can further.
Thanks to all our farmer organizations who made it in our celebration today.
Now let us hear from our partners who have been instrumental in this program and in supporting the farmers' organizations. From the European Union, let us all welcome the Ambassador to ASEAN, His Excellency Igor Driesmans.
Dear ASEAN farmer and cooperative members, government officials and officials from the ASEAN Secretariat, we are pleased to have been part of your journey for these past 5 years. During this period, it's been a pleasure to work with you, with ASEAN, and with the International Fund for Agricultural Development, IFAD, in support of small-scale farmers and rural producers in ASEAN. The program has borne fruitful results. Let me highlight some of these achievements. Since its inception in 2015, the program has supported national farmers' organizations to grow into stable, performing and accountable organizations, capable of providing effective and sustainable services to their members, the 1,394 subnational farmer organizations. The total membership of supported national farmer organizations has increased with 33%, while the membership of subnational farmer organizations has grown from 11.9 million to 15.7 million farmers, reflecting the growing satisfaction of farmer members with the services being provided. An assessment of NFO's institutional capacities conducted in 2020 shows that 68% of them have reached the highest level of institutional maturity, against 32% in 2015. This thanks to capacity building in support of governance, organizational and financial management and leadership, and thanks to the regular statutory meetings and annual audits. The elaboration of 165 business plans for subnational farmer organizations has equipped them with a clear roadmap for institutional growth and improved service provision. A lot of progress can also be noted in terms of policy influence. The national farmer organizations have been advocating sometimes for years for changes in different national level policies and local level policies, out of which 80 were eventually adopted or amended. Finally, the program increased service delivery. Thanks to the program, 629 subnational farmer organizations are engaged in the provision of economic services to 8.3 million members. Over half of those have reported an increase in total income. Of course, last year and this year have been especially difficult. COVID-19 has hit local farmers hard. I'm happy that our program has been able to support awareness campaigns to avoid the spread of COVID-19 and provided food packs and other essentials such as disinfectants and masks to farmers who needed them most. Online communication materials sensitized the broader public of the difficulties farmers encountered, which led private organizations and government agencies to help farmers by purchasing their unsold goods. Members were also assisted in accessing government support such as cash aid. Training in storage and preservation was conducted to avoid food waste. So although we have accomplished many things, I would like to stress our hope for the future. As your organizations have grown more resilient, we hope that your services and the income generated by these services will continue to increase your organization's membership, extending it to the youth and women, ensuring the prosperity of all farmers in ASEAN. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Drismans. Now, let us hear from our supportive partner, the International Fund for Agricultural Development.
Ambassador Igor Drisman, EU Ambassador to ASEAN, IFAD colleagues, ASEAN and ACEDAC partners, and our dear family farmers organisation friends, a very good day to you all. In this special day, allow me to congratulate and commend the Consortium of Asian Farmers Association for Sustainable Rural Development and La Via Campesina, the regional implementing agencies of the Asian Farmers Organisation Support Programme, together with the 25 national farmers organisations in 7 ASEAN countries, for a very bountiful harvest after 5 fruitful years of partnership between farmers organisations, IFAD, and the EU in empowering ASEAN farmers as food heroes by ensuring healthy food is on the table and contributing to poverty reduction in rural areas. As your partner, IFAD is very happy and proud of the accomplishments of this partnership, and as shared and recognised by our partner from the European Union. We have seen the hard work and the commitment of all our partner farmer organisations as they strengthen themselves to provide economic services to their members and engage in constructive policy dialogue with member states and at the ASEAN level. We also recognise the facilitative role of ASEAN Foundation and the strong cooperation from ASEAN Secretariat and the Asian Centre for Development of Agricultural Cooperatives, leading towards the approval of the ASEAN Roadmap on enhancing the role of agriculture cooperatives in the global value chain. The issues facing smallholder farmers are increasing in both scale and complexity as a result of the COVID pandemic and climate change, and national government resources continue to be constrained and limited to meet the needs of farmers, and thus the role of farmer organisations is really critical. Smallholder farmers in ASEAN continue to be the backbone of the agriculture sector, contributing to national food security as well as export earnings. However, their impact and the benefits are enhanced when they are organised as farmer associations or in a cooperative model, which is why we see this partnership and programme as important in so many ways. Under this programme, farmers' organisations have been collaborating in IFAD programmes through participation in the COSOP formulation processes, participation in project supervision missions, contribution to knowledge management, and even as implementing partners within IFAD finance projects. In some countries like Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos and Indonesia, national level farmer organisation platforms have formal partnership arrangements in place with signed MOUs, declarations of commitment and agreements of mutual consultation with the IFAD country programmes and IFAD finance projects. This partnership approach to ensure close synergy and maximise the complementarity and the impact of collaboration with IFAD and the EU programmes focused on agriculture and rural development at country level has grown through the years at local, national and regional levels in supporting the sustainability of investments in agriculture and rural development and ensuring long-term representation of smallholder interests. The Declaration of UN Decade for Family Farmers and the UN Declaration of Rights of the Peasant have been testament to family farmers' effective policy engagement at international level. And in addition, we also recognise your proactive effort in contributing to the SDG initiatives, particularly in raising the concerns of farmers, fishers, rural women, youth and Indigenous peoples in the upcoming Food Systems Summit. Thank you and congratulations, and rest assured that IFAD will continue to support you and your work in partnership for building a better future for all.
Do you know, Leo, that IFAD has been supporting the farmers' organization since 2013?
Right, Bernie, but that's for MTCP2 alone.
Yeah.
Remember, we have MTCP1 in 2009?
Right, so that's more than a decade. So thank you so much, IFAD.
From Rome, let's go to ASEAN. To give us a message, let us all welcome ASEAN Secretariat and the ASEAN Center for Development of Agricultural Cooperatives.
First of all, I'd like to thank the ASEAN Farmer Organization Support Program for inviting me to this event. The program is very important for ASEAN to assist small farmers in improving their living standards and livelihoods through sharing best practices in food and agricultural production. The program is in line with the vision and strategic plan for ASEAN cooperation in food, agriculture and forestry 2016-2025. The program is funded by the European Union and the International Fund for Agricultural Development, focusing on the improvements of the smallholder farmer living standards and food security. The program helps farmer organizations across this region with the ability to strengthen and propose policy recommendations to ASEAN policy makers to ensure food security and maintain sustainable development in the region. I would like to express my sincerest appreciation to the ASEAN Agricultural Cooperative for your hard work throughout the program. We are also grateful for the generous support from the program given to the relevant ASEAN working group for the past 5 years. I look forward to continuing to improve the livelihoods of the ASEAN farmers through the program. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Distinguished participants from AFOS stakeholder, EU, IFAD representative, farmers organization, and ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. In this great opportunity, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone here. I would also like to extend our special welcome to our colleagues from ASEAN Farmers Organization Support Program, AFOS, EU, IFAD representative, and our fellow farmers organization, as well as the Asian Farmers Association, for organizing this wonderful event. We are so glad and excited to have you all here. The ASEDAC Secretariat would like to express our utmost gratitude and thank you to the EU and IFAD as our working partners for your tireless effort and support to the ASEAN farmers. In the past few years of our cooperation, many programs and activities have been conducted with aims to benefit the ASEAN farmers and cooperatives. As an ASEAN body dedicated to the development of agricultural cooperatives across the region, ASEDAC aims to implement programs focused toward promoting the development of agricultural cooperatives across the ASEAN. ASEDAC also serves as a forum for linking representatives of ASEAN members, state government with agricultural cooperative representatives from all ASEAN members countries. We believe that ASEDAC and AFOS have always shared the same vision to continue improving and sustaining the livelihoods and smallholder farmers in the ASEAN region. Since the beginning of our partnership, we have recognized the milestone and we have mutually achieved, and those who really appreciate the success of our project implementation, such as commencement of the ASEAN Learning Road of Agricultural Cooperatives, ASEAN Learning Series and Policy Engagement and Agricultural Cooperatives, ASEAN Exchange Visit Program, and ASEAN Cooperative Business Forum. To close my remark, I would like to stress that we would be encouraged to continue our partnership with ASEAN Farmers Cooperatives and ASEAN Working Group, especially during these hard times as many countries, including ASEAN countries, are still struggling to combat against the COVID-19 pandemic, and smallholder farmers are the ones who get the most affected. Therefore, we are beyond glad to embark in a new partnership and to forge ahead with strengthened commitment and program to make more impact for the future of ASEAN farmers. Once again, thank you very much, and I wish everyone safe and healthy. Thank you.
Do you know, Leo, AFOSP is kind of special.
Oh, why do you say so?
Because it was able to fly because it has 2 wings.
Of course, we have the MTCP2 part, and the other is the farmers fighting poverty. Now we would like to welcome our friend from AgriCord to give the message.
Good day to everyone. I'm Marlene D. Ramirez, Secretary General of ASIADRA, and I'm very happy to extend to you the solidarity greetings of the AgriCord Alliance of Agri-Agencies, where ASIADRA is a member. Congratulations to all the participating farmers organizations in the MTCP2 program, especially the consortium of the Asian Farmers Association, or AFA, and La Via Campesina, who spearheaded the successful implementation of the second phase of MTCP2. MTCP2, under the ASEAN Farmers Organization Support Program, has a twinning program that was implemented by AgriCord, the Farmers Fighting Poverty. As we implemented FFP in 7 countries in Southeast Asia, we have seen the contribution of MTCP2 in strengthening mechanisms among farmers' organizations and among multi-sectoral platforms where farmers' organizations take lead roles, such as in the implementation of the UN Decade for Family Farming, and the important instruments like the ASEAN Roadmap to strengthen agri-cooperatives. AgriCord is also fortunate to have worked with several MTCP participating FOs in the ASEAN region, both at the national and subnational levels, to advance the agri-enterprises and economic services to their members. The complementarity of our actions has allowed us to focus on the economic agenda of the FFP, but whose long-term sustainability is linked to the systemic issues faced by smallholder agriculture and family farmers, especially rural women and youth, which MTCP2 has strongly addressed in the past 2 programming cycles. We look forward to finding deeper, wider convergent actions with you in our upcoming joint program, the Farmers Organization for Asia, where FFP will build upon the economic pathways of partner FOs under the AFOSP program, as well as in other priority actions related to COVID-19 pandemic recovery, climate action for agriculture, and building capacities for agroecology among farmers' organizations. Once again, congratulations to all of you. Cheers also to IFAD and the Swiss Development Cooperation, and to EU for the strong support to the empowerment of farmers' organizations as key contributors in pursuing a more inclusive and sustainable food systems in our region. Thank you very much.
So there, once again, let us put our hands together as a way of appreciating our development partners. Thank you, European Union, International Fund for Agricultural Development, ASEAN Secretariat, and AgriCord.
Over the last 5 years of program implementation, we have had quite a number of success stories on different program components. Right, Bernie?
Yeah. And these are to improve the institutional and organizational capacities of farmers' organizations, to help them engage in policy to support farmers in economic activities, and to provide economic services to the farmer members.
Now, let us hear from the national implementing agencies and the FOs themselves on how the program changed their lives.
Oops, but wait, there's more. Please pay attention to the country presentations, as there will be a quiz after each country report. We will be typing the questions to the chat box here in Zoom. So all you need to do is simple. Just type in your answers, and the first one to send the right answer will have a special prize that will be announced at the end of this program.
Oh, that's noted, Bernie. So let us now hear from our first presenter.
Arun Sosadai from Cambodia. Now I would like to present you about the MTCP2 projects. First, about the strengthening our capacity to FO and subnationals. So far, the project, we have provided some trainings on the business plan, strategic plan, and also contract farming. And also we did FO profiles, and especially we have the regular meeting of the national steering committees. The second is about the advocacy policy development for engagement in the policy progress. So after the project came in, we have our farmers organization have engaged in the government process, such as the technical working group of agriculture and water. We involved in the project of PADI, Aspire, AIMS, SAMBAT, including ILC and also GAFSP. And the third component is about the engagement in agriculture development. So through the Challenge Fund and MTCP2 project, we were able to support the farmers in greenhouse, chicken house, processing facilities for banana chip, cashew nut, rice meal, and others through the Challenge Fund. And also we have had the contract farming with the one of the big private company in Cambodia about the rice, organic rice, for exporting to Europe and United States. And also the project also support the AC, the agricultural cooperative, to register, officially registered with the Ministry of Agriculture. Here's the brief of the result of the project, and on behalf of Cambodian farmers and all stakeholders in Cambodia, we would like to thank IFAD, EU, SDC, especially AFA and LVC for supporting the MTCP project. Thank you very much. Long life farmers.
ខ្ញុំចូលក្នុងសហគមន៍នឹង5ឆ្នាំហើយចូលទៅវាដូចថាសហគមន៍វាងាយស្រួលលក់អីវ៉ាន់វាបានថ្លៃវានឹងថ្លៃហើយសហគមន៍រកទីផ្សារឲ្យយើងពីមុនថោកតាមឈ្មួញគេជាអ្នកឲ្យថ្លៃពីមុនចូលសហគមន៍ខ្ញុំចាំមន់បរាជ័យខ្ញុំចាំ2ដងបរាជ័យទាំង2ដងខ្ញុំចាំ60ក្បាលដែរក៏ប៉ុន្តែវាងាប់អស់ពីមុនអត់ដឹងវិច័យកទេសដែរគ្រាន់តែដឹងថាគេចិញ្ចឹមមន់យើងចេះចិញ្ចឹមកាមគេតាមឯងចឹងគឺយើងអត់មានដឹងថាថ្នាំណាត្រូវដាក់អីថ្នាំណាដាក់អី
បានចូលសហគមន៍គេបានផ្ដល់នៅការវគ្គបណ្ដុះបណ្ដាលវិច័យកទេសការចិញ្ចឹមមន់ចិញ្ចឹមអីចិញ្ចឹមតាមបច្ចេកទេសដែលគេបានមករៀនហ្នឹងវាកាត់បន្ថយការងាប់ហើយចឹងវាបានលក់បានច្រើនអញ្ចឹងចិត្តជាខែបើអាចក្នុងមួយខែអាចបានត្រឹម60ម៉ឺនអីបានឥឡូវទាំងតូចទាំងធំនេះវាចូល700ហើយ
តែរៀននៅក្នុងសហគមន៍បានចេះដឹងខ្លះមកខ្ញុំក៏យកមកធ្វើខ្លួនឯងទៅបច្ចុប្បន្នមន់និយាយរួមទៅប្រហែលជាខ្ទង់500ក្បាលតាំងមេទាំងបាដល់ពេលចូលសហគមន៍ឃើញកើនព្រោះអីក្នុងមួយខែខ្ញុំលក់បាន3ដងលក់ក្នុងមួយខែយ៉ាងតិចក៏3លានដែរយើងលក់បានលុយមកយើងពវល់ទៅទិញកតុកទិញដើមចេកទិញអីវិញអញ្ចឹងណាកូនសាមុនក្នុងមួយខែខ្ញុំចំណេញបានតែ50ម៉ឺនទេ
ហើយពីមុនដែលយើងតម្រូវការអីដែលយើងអត់មានអីអាងដូចជាតែមានអារម្មណ៍គិតពិបាកតែឥឡូវមានមន់អីថាតលើចាប់3 4 10លក់សិនទៅ
មកចូលក្នុងសហគមន៍มันផ្លាស់ប្ដូរគំនិតថាឲ្យខំប្រឹងឡើងព្រោះអីវាចិញ្ចឹមមន់ហ្នឹងវាងាយស្រួលផងវាអត់មានទៅហត់នឿយធ្វើអីណាផងអារម្មណ៍ថាសប្បាយធ្វើប្រហែលអត់មានចង់ទៅធ្វើស្អីណាគឺចង់ចិញ្ចឹមមន់តទៀត
Good morning. Greeting from Indonesia
AFOSP-MTCP AFOS National Implementing Agency. Dear friends, as the role of the farmers' organizations to provide services that needed by members at many levels, regional, national, provincial, and districts to village level, as well as involving in the policy process, developing networks and strategic partners, it's been always being a constraint by the farmers' organizations. And thanks to the programs of MTCP2 AFOS during these 5 years, 2015-2020, we could organize about 4.4 million farmers in various activities. We have achieved some development, a better organizational capacities, a strong ability to influence regional, national, and provincial policies, a better improvement services to members on enterprise and value chain. There are a lot of programs being implemented during 2015 to 2020, carried out 231 activities to strengthen the organizations and networks of 5 national farmers organizations and its affiliated members, achieve 13.9 FO members, 13.9 thousand FO members, promoting women and youth to involve in farmers' organization, policy process, and agricultural development, conducting 132 advocacy activities by lobbying to influence the policy process, building alliances, coordinating and networking with related parties, engage in relevant regional and international forums, involving 172,000 participants. What we achieve with these programs, we achieve economic improvements of farmers' households and achieve by services on the production and cultivation, services on the post-harvesting processing, improvement of the value chain and market access, strengthening the agricultural cooperative services, capacity building by development of natural fertilizers and agroecological farming, capacity building by developing certification for a better price and market, capacity building on community seed breeding, provide an opportunity of about 9.9 worker day jobs. At least 74.7 thousand hectares has been cultivated with a sustainable agriculture manner, producing healthy food for rural people and consumers. During 2015 to 2020, from the total of 707 activities resulting in an outcome of a better capacity of FOs to manage their organization at all levels, a better form and dynamic of FOs platform, broader networking of its FOs, an increased capacity of cooperative in the management and entrepreneurship, an increase of new establishment of agri-cooperative and agri-enterprise in the rural area. And then the impact of the programs by the increasing of the organization capacity, the role of farmers' organization involvement in policy process becomes stronger and stronger. It is benefiting more and more farmers' constituencies. the improvement of the farm productivity, post-harvest handling, value chain and market access, and each co-op or enterprise increasing about 50% farmers' income and creating more jobs in the rural area. Thank you very much.
Waktu tergelincir sudah tak hilang bayangan lembut jemarinya menyeka deras air mata redakan isak tangisku. Canda nada ceritanya tak luput dari telinga dan menggema mengusik derai duka lara antarku melawan lelah.
Minum kopi,
sejahtera petani kopi.
And it's quiz time. We have a little interactive game and we invite all of you to participate. If you listen to our NIA coordinators and watch intently the impact videos, you will have a chance to win exciting prizes in this activity. Please type your answers in the chat box and whoever gives the correct answer first will win. For the first question, what are the two commodities funded under the Challenge Fund project in Cambodia? Please type your answer in the chat box. Okay, and so for the next question, name one of the main commodities produced by the Indonesian farmers organizations. You just saw the video, so maybe a lot of you can get the right answer for this. Okay, so that's for the first set of questions. Thank you for participating. There will still be more questions in the upcoming segment. So please pay attention to the next set of speakers. Now let's proceed to the next presentation.
Sabadi from Laos, we could say that all of the plant targets were achieved. The Lao Farmer Network is proud to be the national implementing agency of the ASEAN Farmer Organization Support Program to contribute in reducing poverty and developing the livelihood of the smallholder farmer in Laos as well as in the regions. AFOP contribute to strengthening the Lao Farmer Network, which is an emerging national farmer network to grow strong to be able to deliver more and better service to their members and to represent voice of the smallholder farmer to influence better policy for all. Because of the AFOP support, regularly staffs and funding for activities relating to the organizational development and networking, the Lao Farmer Network grew from the 17 sub-national farmer organizations to 59 as enabled with 4,653 farmers. LFN raised policy issues at national levels through technical working groups and through social media and online platforms. As the result of all of the efforts, many issues has been addressed and create impacts to the farmers. 22 is enabled engaged in economic activity due to support from the AFOP covering 1,690 farmers. The economic activity included business planning, linking with networking, linking with market, partnership development, access to credit, grants for working capital. Thank you for AFOSP-MTCP2. Thank you for EU, IFAD, and SDC.
ย้อนว่าเห็นวัยหนุ่มอยู่บ้านนี้แม่นบ่มีเวียกเฮ็ดงานทำแล้วก็รายลักแม่นเอามาจากพ่อแม่นะ
ขอเงินพ่อแม่ก็เลยคิดว่าถ้าเอาไว้นมสร้างได้หลายโดยตนเองก็คือสิดีแบ่งเบาภาระครอบครัวได้หลายขึ้นกิจกรรมหลักนี่แม่นเฮ็ดสบู่กาแฟที่นำเอากากาแฟจากการตองแล้วนะเอากากมันมาเฮ็ดสบู่กลุ่มวัยหนุ่มเดี๋ยวนี้แม่นมีอยู่7คนโดยเฮามีการลงทุนพร้อมกันเฮาที่จะผลิตสบู่ 1,000 ก่อนนี่เฮาจะใช้เงิน8ล้านและกว่าจะได้เงิน8ล้านนี่เฮามีการระดมทุนจากสมาชิกภายใน7คนเฮาไหลเพียงแต่3ล้านตอนนั้นยังขาดอีก5ล้านกลุ่มเครือข่ายกสิกรลาวก็เลยช่วยประทับใจก็คือสามารถเฮ็ดให้วัยหนุ่มมีเวียกเฮ็ดงานทำได้เฮานำเอาความรู้ในสถานที่ใหม่น่ะมาปรับเปลี่ยนให้กลุ่มเฮาทั้งกลุ่มมีผลิตภัณฑ์ใหม่แม่น2อย่างคือผงดับกลิ่นและก็แยมผงดับกลิ่นนี่เฮาสามารถผลิตขายได้ตลอดแต่ว่าแยมนี่แม่นผลิตได้แต่เฉพาะฤดูของกาแฟสุกเท่านั้น
เป็นผู้จัดการของศูนย์บำบัดบ้านชีวิตใหม่ประกาศสร้างมาได้15ปีแล้วเนาะและเดี๋ยวนี้เฮาก็ได้มาเฮ็ดโตขยายเฮ็ดพักปลอดสารร่วมกับกลุ่มบ้านทุ่งมังนี้เนาะเพื่อว่าจะสร้างอาชีพให้คนที่ว่าจบจากศูนย์เฮาเพราะว่าเวลาจบจากศูนย์เฮาบ่อยากให้เขากลับไปกินยาคืนที่ว่าเขาจะมีเวียกเฮ็ดงานทำแล้วก็สามารถเลี้ยงตัวเองที่จะบ่เป็นปัญหาให้ครอบครัวหรือสังคมอีกเนาะ
เฉพาะสังรวมลูกหลานของพวกเขาเนาะที่ได้รับผลประโยชน์จากเครือข่ายสาวกสิกรลาวนี่กับปลูกพักนี่ก็ประมาณอยู่20กว่าคนเนาะและพักส่วนมีหญิงที่ติดไพ่หรือติดโก้นี่นะก็หันมาเก็บพักเนาะหันมารับจ้างเก็บพักให้พวกเขาล่างพักช่วยพวกเขาเนาะในแต่ละมืออันนี้ก็มีผลดีอันนึงที่เครือข่ายเขาสั่งผลงานเอาทุนมาช่วยเหลือกลุ่มพวกเขาแล้วให้กลุ่มพวกเขานี่ช่วยเหลือผู้ที่ด้อยโอกาสแล้วมาฮอดปัจจุบันนี้ก็มีหลายคนที่ว่าหยุดเซาจากการลิ้นไพ่จากการเสพยาหรือกินเหล้าหันเข้ามาเป็นสมาชิกของกลุ่มทองมัง
ဒါအတွင်းမှာ MTCP2 လုပ်ငန်းစဉ်မှန်ချက်မှာဒီအထူးသဖြင့်လည်းတမားတွေအတွက်ကိုလှုပ်ဆောင်ခဲ့တဲ့ component tree အကြောင်းကိုကျွန်မပြောချင်ပါတယ် component tree မှာကျွန်မတို့ဒီလက်တမားတွေအတွက်ဝန်ဆောင်မှုဆိုတဲ့နေရာမှာအထူးသဖြင့်စိုက်ပျိုးရေးနည်းပညာသင်တန်းတို့တန်ဖိုးမြင့်တို့ပြီးတော့ကျွန်မတို့ဈေးကွက်ချိတ်ဆက်ပေးတာရယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကကျွန်မတို့ဒီဆက်ပြီးတော့နည်းပညာဘိုင်းဆိုင်ရာတွေအတွက်ကိုကျွန်မတို့ပံ့ပိုးနေတာတွေရှိပါတယ်နည်းပညာမှာဆိုရင်ကျမတို့တောင်သူတွေကိုသူတို့ရဲ့အခြေခံအားဖြင့်မြေချင်းငံတိုင်းတာတို့ပြီးရင်တဘာဝမြေဩဇာလောက်တာတို့တဘာဝအပင်အားတိုးစေးတို့ပေါ့နော်ပြီးတော့ရက်တိုအတွင်းမှာသူတို့ဝင်ငွေရနိုင်မဲ့ဒီမိုတင်နန်းတို့ပေါ့စသဖြင့်ကျမတို့အခြေခံအားဖြင့်နည်းပညာတင်နန်းတွေကိုကျမတို့လည်းတမားတွေကိုပံ့ပိုးခဲ့ပါတယ်ပြီးတော့ကျမတို့ကဒီတန်ဖိုးမြင့်ပေါ့နော်တန်ဖိုးမြင့်ထုတ်ကုန်နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးရန်ကုန်တိုင်းဒေသကြီးဒီအသေးစားစက်မှုလက်မှုလုပ်ငန်းဦးစီးဌာနနဲ့ပူးပေါင်းပြီးတော့သူတို့ဒေတာထွက်ပစ္စည်းပေါ်မှာမူတည်ပြီးတော့စားတောက်ကုန်တွေပြီးတော့လူသုံးကုန်စသဖြင့်ကိုကျမတို့တင်နန်းသားစုစုပေါင်း56ဦးကိုမွေးထုတ်ပေးနိုင်ခဲ့တယ်အဲ့ဒီတင်နန်းပြီးနောက်မှာဒါကသူတို့အနေနဲ့တန်ဖိုးမြင့်တင်နန်းဖြစ်တယ်ပြီးတော့ဒီဟာစနစ်တကျနဲ့သူတို့ရဲ့တနိုင်တစ်ပိုင်းစီးပွားရေးလုပ်တတ်ဖို့အတွက်ကို basic အခြေခံစီးပွားရေးတင်နန်းမှုပါကျမတို့ဒီလူတွေကိုအတွက်ကိုပါကျမတို့ပေးခဲ့ပါတယ်ဒီဝန်ဆောင်မှုအနေနဲ့ဆိုရင်GAP စိုက်ပျိုးရေးလေ့ကျင့်ကောင်းများကိုကျမတို့ကဒီကိုဗစ်ကာလမှာဆိုရင်တင်နန်းပေးခဲ့တယ်တင်နန်းပေးပြီးတဲ့နောက်ပိုင်းမှာကျမတို့တောင်သူ coffee စိုက်တောင်သူရဲ့လက်ဖက်စိုက်တောင်သူတွေကအခုဆိုရင်ရှမ်းပြည်နယ်မှာ9ရွာပေါ့နော်လယ်သမားစုစုပေါင်း114ဦးဧကပေါင်းဆိုရင်100နဲ့62ဧကကအခု GAP လက်မှတ်ရရှိဖို့အတွက် data ဦးစီးတွေနဲ့ပူးပေါင်းပြီးတော့ဒီဟာကိုရှောက်ထားနေပြီပေါ့ဆိုတော့ဒါကျမတို့ဒီတောင်သူကိုကျမတို့ပံ့ပိုးနိုင်တဲ့အပိုင်းဖြစ်တယ် နောက်တစ်ခုကျတော့လူငယ်တွေပေါ့နော်လူငယ်တွေဆိုရင်အခုကျမတို့အနေနဲ့ကလူငယ်တွေစိုက်ပျိုးကဏ္ဍအတွက်မွေးထုတ်နေတဲ့နေရာမှာကျမတို့ကနေ့မြန်မာနဲ့ကျမတို့ပူးပေါင်းပါတယ်ပူးပေါင်းပြီးတော့အခုဆိုရင်လူငယ်စုစုပေါင်း30လောက်ကျမတို့မွေးထုတ်ပေးနိုင်ခဲ့တယ်ဒီလူငယ်တွေကပြန်ပြီးမိမိဒေတာကိုပြန်ပြီးဆိုရင်ဒီလူငယ်တွေကသူတို့တတ်ထားတဲ့နည်းပညာတစ်ခုကိုသူတို့အကောင့်ထဲပေါ်ခြင်းတယ်ပေါ်တဲ့နေရာမှာကျမတို့ကတနိုင်တပိုင်းကျမတို့ဒီတွင်းအားစုအတွက်ပဲဖြစ်ကျမတို့ပံ့ပိုးခဲ့တယ်ပံ့ပိုးတဲ့နေရာမှာသူတို့အစပြီးအကောင့်ထဲပေါ်တဲ့ခါကျတော့ယခုဆိုရင်တဲ့လူငယ်ကြက်မွေးတဲ့လူငယ်တွေဒါသူတို့အုပ်စုလေးနဲ့သူတို့စပြီးတော့အကောင့်ထဲပေါ်တယ်ပြီးတော့ organic ဟင်းတဟင်းရစိုက်ပျိုးတာတို့ပြီးတော့မိုးပေါ့နော်ကချင်ပြည်နယ်မှာဆိုမိုးတနိုင်တပိုင်းလောက်တာတို့ပြီးတော့အမျိုးသမီးတွေဆိုရင်ဒါမြင့်လုပ်ငန်းတွေစသဖြင့်တော့သူတို့မိမိကိုယ်ပိုင်အတွက်ကိုသူတို့စပြီးအကောင့်ထဲပေါ်နေတာတွေရှိပါပြီရှင်အခုကျမတို့ဈေးကွက်ချိတ်ဆက်မှုနဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးကျမပြောချင်တယ်ဒီဟာကတော့အခုလက်ရှိမှာဆိုရင်ကျမတို့Union Mark ဆိုတဲ့ဆိုင်တစ်ခုလိုင်းတိုင်ရမှာဖွင့်ခဲ့တယ်ဒါကတော့စားကျမတို့ဒီတောင်သူပေါ့နော်ရောင်းချသူနဲ့စားသုံးသူတွေကျမတို့တမကညီကိုမောင်နှမလိုင်းတိုင်မှာရှိတဲ့လူတွေအတွက်ကိုတိုက်ရိုက်ပေါ့နော်ချိတ်ဆက်ပေးနိုင်တဲ့ဝန်ဆောင်မှုတစ်ခုဖြစ်တယ်ပေါ့ဆိုတော့ဒီဟာအတွက်ကိုကျမတို့ဆက်ပြီးတော့ဒါလှုပ်ဆောင်နေတယ်အောင်မြင်မှုအပိုင်းတွေလည်းအများကြီးရှိလာတယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကကျတော့ကျမတို့တောင်သူတွေနဲ့ကျမတို့တစ်တိဝန်လန်အတင်းအဖွဲ့ဝင်ဖြစ်ခဲ့တယ်ဖြစ်တဲ့အခါကျတော့တစ်တိဝန်လန်ကသူတို့ဒီတောင်သူဈေးကားတို့ဒါမှမဟုတ်တီရီမင်္ဂလာဈေးမှာကျမတို့ဆိုင်ခံပေးတာတို့စပေါ့နော်ဒီတိုက်ရိုက်ပေါ့တောင်သူတွေကိုယ်တိုင်တိုက်ရိုက်ရောင်းချနိုင်တဲ့လုပ်ငန်းအစားကျမတို့ဒီဟာတွေနဲ့ဝန်ဆောင်မှုပေးခဲ့တာတွေရှိပါတယ်ဒါကတော့ဈေးကွက်ချိတ်ဆက်မှုတွေလည်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီ9နှစ်တာအတွင်းမှာကျမတို့ဒီ MTCP2 ရဲ့ component 3ဖြစ်တဲ့ဒီဝန်ဆောင်မှုပေါ့နော်စိုက်ပျိုးရေးကိုယ့်ရဲ့အဖွဲ့ဝင်တောင်သူတွေအတွက်ပေးနေတဲ့ဝန်ဆောင်မှုတွေကိုဒီကျမအနေနဲ့အချင်းချင်းတင်ပြခြင်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်ရှင်
Okay, so it's quiz time once again, and the first set was just a warm-up, so you have to type your answer fast in the chat box. The RIA team are monitoring the correct answers, and whoever gives the correct answer first will win exciting prizes. So here's our first question for this set. Give one sector or group benefited by the projects of AFOSP-MTCP2 in Laos. One sector. These are all showed in their impact video. Just one sector. And for the next question, to increase youth participation, AFFM Myanmar partnered with an organization to provide training to young farmers. What is the name of this NGO? This was mentioned in Ticha's presentation. Please type your answer in the chat box. What is the name of this NGO mentioned by Ticha? Okay, so thank you again for the participants for this set. There will still be another set of questions in the next session, so please watch out for it. And now let's proceed to the next presentation.
Good day to everyone. Magandang araw sa inyong lahat. This is Ferdinand Buenviaje, the National Coordinator of the AFOSP-MTCP2 project in the Philippines. From 2015 to 2020, AFOSP-MTCP2 has supported the growth of 9 national federation of farmers and fishers all over the country. It has also supported the development of hundreds of local organizations under the 9 national federations. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic, the project was able to provide assistance to the livelihood and enterprises managed and owned by fishers and farmers in the Philippines through the Challenge Fund. For all those achievements, we thank the International Fund for Agricultural Development and the European Union for their support, their confidence, and trust in the Filipino fishers and farmers. We look forward to working with you again in the APFP project at maraming salamat muli sa inyo. Mabuhay kayo!
financial trainings at kung paano po makisalamuha sa karamihan ng tao na hindi namin yung ginagawa.
Dito sa atin sa Barangay Pabrika, mga kababaihan. So, ito po pinakikita natin talaga na kung ano nga yung kaya ng mga lalaki, kaya rin ng mga babae.
Nagbuo po kami ng samahan dahil po sa mga farmers at sa may hirap na tulad namin para umangat ang aming buhay at yung community.
Po ay galing ng Manila. Tapos, umuwi po kami dito. Malaking tabang po ining eco-fiber para sa pamilya po namin. Nakaluwag-luwag man na po kami. Halos gusto po ng ate ko ay nasusunod na din po dahil sa eco-fiber. Naugma po si Agong po, nakatabang na din ako sa iya. Para sa kinabukasan po ng mga ate ko, para sa pag-ieskwela din po.
Nakakarating ng mga sumusuporta at natutulong sa barangay, ay dahan-dahan namin naiaangat yung kaalaman ng mga tao dito sa barangay namin, na kung saan ay naiangat namin yung mga unti-unting pag-angat ng kanilang kabuhayan.
Tutulungan po kami, kakaigwa po kami ng hanap buhay, dagdag po sa paghanap buhay niya. Isang buwan po nagturo sa amin dito, taga-albay po. Tapos po, pag nakabinta na po ako, nilalagay ko po sa anak ko. Dinadagdag ko po pag tuition.
Ang course ko po ay education.
Ikaw ba proud ka na nakapag-aral?
Opo, proud na proud.
Bakit?
Kasi po ako lang po yung sa pamilya namin, ako lang po yung nakatungtong ng college po. Tumigil po siya kasi wala na, sa financial po. Agaro umuunlad na ngani po kasi madami na po nagtatabang sa muya magpadara dito ng mga project kung ano-ano. Member din po ako ng asosasyon po dito. Kaya nag-member po ako, tangani pong makaaraw ng mga project na edi nakakatabang din po sa mga pamilya po namin. Bawat saro po sa muya tapos.
MTCP Thailand started from June 2017 until October 2020. We have 3 organizations in our platform: Assembly of the Poor, Federation of Traditional Fisherfolk Associations, and Indigenous Women's Network of Thailand. The program supports over 3,000 small-scale producers, the indigenous farmers, and traditional fisherfolks in 35 provinces of Thailand in all regions. We are very successful in increasing their agroecological production, promoting food safety standards for seafood, and supporting peasants' business. We develop policy recommendations on peasant rights, the indigenous agriculture, and sustainable fishery. We are also promote policy dialogue between peasants and the public sector. We are very proud that we can support the small-scale agroecological production and strengthen rural economy. Although MTCP Thailand is very short, only 3 years, we are able to give a lot of benefit to farmers. And we hope that we can continue the project in the next phase so that we can increase and deliver more benefit for our people. So thank you very much.
ร้านก๋วยจั๊บปลาคือร้านที่เกิดขึ้นโดยชาวประมงเพื่อที่จะส่งตรงสินค้าจากพื้นบ้านให้ถึงมือผู้บริโภคโดยไม่ผ่านพ่อค้าคนกลางครับ
ชาวประมงที่มาขายให้กับร้านก๋วยจั๊บปลาก็คือจะต้องเป็นชาวประมงที่ทำงานอนุรักษ์ในพื้นที่ด้วยไม่ว่าจะเป็นการทำ
สร้างบ้านปลาหรือว่าการทำธนาคารปูน
อันนี้เราให้ความสำคัญกับชาวประมงพื้นบ้านจริงๆนะครับที่ร่วมกันฟื้นฟูดูแลทะเล
การแยกอาหารทะเลที่ดีหรือไม่ดีในระบบอาหารปกติเนี่ยเราทำไม่ได้เพราะว่าเส้นทางอาหารเนี่ยสุดท้ายก็ต้องมาอยู่ที่พ่อค้าคนกลางใช่ไหมคะพออยู่ที่พ่อค้าคนกลางเขาก็ใส่สารเคมีในการดูแลสิ่งที่ฟิชโฟกทำก็คือเราสร้างเส้นทางอาหารขึ้นมาใหม่ก็คือเมื่อขึ้นจากทะเลมาสู่ฟิชโฟกแล้วก็ถึงผู้บริโภคในเมืองเลยแล้วก็ลดสารปนเปื้อนทั้งหมดไม่ให้ผ่านกระบวนการที่มีสารเคมีเลยนะคะก่อนที่จะถึงมือผู้บริโภค
เรื่องราคาของร้านคนจับปลาก็จะให้ราคาสูงกว่าราคาในพื้นที่ 5-20% นะครับเพื่อเป็นประโยชน์แก่ผู้ดูแลทะเล
เราสามารถเอากำไรของร้านคนจับปลาค่ะมาสนับสนุนชาวประมงในการอนุรักษ์ทรัพยากรในพื้นที่สามารถเอาเงินนี้ค่ะไปทำบ้านปลาแล้วก็ทำให้ปลาในอ่าวปากบาราเพิ่มมากขึ้นค่ะ
After 6 years of implementation the MTCP2 in Vietnam, we have some great successful achievement. Firstly, it has contributed to affirming and enhancing the position and the function of Vietnam Union in socio-economic development, particularly in cooperating with the development partners, especially in the EFA country program for socio-economic development for improving the living condition for farmers. Secondly, through the capacity building activity of the MTCP2, the staff of Vietnam Union and the farmer, the member of the cooperative have better knowledge and skill in agricultural production, business and marketing, and also the capacity on lobbying and policy advocacy is improved. Firstly, through the MTCP2, the local authority find the successful achievement of the MTCP2, so they actively supported and allocated some budgets for expanding the MTCP2 activity, like training, exchange visit, and other activity for farmers and farmer cooperative, so that to improve the condition for Vietnamese farmers. On this occasion, I would like to say thanks to AFA, Messina, IFAD, and EU for implementing this MTCP2. Thank you very much.
Hơn 100 nông dân ở huyện Lâm Hà, tỉnh Lâm Đồng của Hợp tác xã Nông nghiệp Nam Ban đã có được cam kết tiêu thụ sản phẩm hạt cà phê chín với công ty trách nhiệm hữu hạn chế biến cà phê Hân Vinh. Doanh nghiệp cam kết bao tiêu toàn bộ sản phẩm cho hợp tác xã với giá cao hơn giá thị trường. Cùng với đó, công ty còn hỗ trợ về kỹ thuật cũng như thông tin về nhu cầu của thị trường.
Công ty muốn cùng với bà con đi dài, đi xa. Trước mắt là có hỗ trợ cho bà con. Thứ nhất là về cái khoa học kỹ thuật, máy chế biến sâu cho bà con, rồi cộng thưởng cho bà con những giá tốt nhất.
Hợp tác xã Nông nghiệp Nam Ban có diện tích gần 300 ha cà phê Robusta. Để tiêu thụ được sản phẩm, các thành viên trong hợp tác xã phải tuân thủ nghiêm ngặt quy trình sản xuất theo tiêu chuẩn UTZ. Đó là không sử dụng thuốc bảo vệ thực vật, canh tác bền vững, không sử dụng các chất cấm. Mùa thu hoạch, hái chín 90% và chế biến ngay sau 24 giờ, đồng thời canh tác bảo vệ môi trường. Từ cơ sở 2 tổ hợp tác xã cà phê đã được thành lập với mục tiêu sản xuất và sơ chế cà phê chất lượng cao theo yêu cầu của nhà cung cấp với giá cao hơn hẳn giá thị trường, mang lại hiệu quả rõ rệt cho các nông hộ tham gia.
Thị trường trôi nổi kia là nó bấp bôm lắm. Lúc thì giá này, lúc giá kia, mà lúc thì lại không có người mua. Thế nhưng mà vào Vietgap thì ví dụ như nó có thương hiệu rồi, làm hàng sạch rồi thì là sẽ bán được cái giá cao hơn.
Bình Hân đã cam kết là sẽ mua cho bà con với một cái giá thành từ 8 đến 10.000 Thế là bà con cũng rất là phấn khởi. Qua cái chương trình này, cái dự án sẽ đã mang lại cho bà con rất là nhiều cái lợi ích. Từ cái vấn đề mà bà con chưa biết liên kết, hiện nay đã biết liên kết cùng nhau và làm ra cái sản phẩm chất lượng cao.
Đối với hội nông dân thì sẽ luôn luôn kết nối giữa doanh nghiệp này, từ đầu vào là như phân bón này, thuốc bảo vật, và thứ hai là một số những cái chương trình của nhà nước về khuyến nông thì cũng kết hợp đưa vào cho hợp tác xã.
Chương trình MTCP2 đã tác động làm thay đổi quan điểm của các nông dân về vai trò của kinh tế tập thể và chủ động thành lập các tổ hợp tác xã, bởi chính họ đã thấy được những lợi ích của mình trong đó. Thông qua các chuyến đi học tập kinh nghiệm, tiếp xúc với những mô hình kinh tế, Hợp tác xã Nông nghiệp Nam Ban đã từng bước chủ động xây dựng được kế hoạch sản xuất, tham dự vào chuỗi giá trị từ nhà sản xuất, thu mua, vận chuyển, chế biến, tiêu dùng.
Okay, so quiz time again. This is the last set of questions. So those who haven't won yet in the earlier sets, this is your last chance to win exciting prizes. You have to type your answer fast in the chat box. This is the first question. How many national farmers organizations or NFOs were supported by the AFOSP-MTCP2 in the Philippines? This was mentioned by Mr. Ferdy in his presentation. Okay. So for the next question, in Thailand, how many years was the AFOSP-MTCP2 implemented? If you were listening to Miss Anne's presentation, she also mentioned this. How many years was the project implemented in Thailand? And for the last question, AFOSP-MTCP2 has improved the capacities of cooperatives in Vietnam. Name at least one cooperative capacity that was improved by the program's capacity building activities. One cooperative capacity that was mentioned by the Vietnam team. Okay, keep them coming. We can see answers in the chat box. You will win exciting prizes. And okay, so that's it for this session. Thank you for participating in this activity. We hope you enjoyed it and also learned something about our FOs and the impact of the AFOS-MTC program. The winners will be announced later, so don't leave the Zoom meeting until the last part of the program. So now back to Bernie and Leo.
Thank you for actively participating in our quiz. It means that you're really listening well to the speakers. The winners will be announced later, so please wait and watch out for it. And now, Leo, almost 2 hours has passed, and now I would say that 2 hours really would not be enough to share all the results and all the stories from the field. What we have watched from the countries are but glimpses of what has been achieved.
Yes, Bernie. Now, let's watch the compilation of MTCP2 stories across the region.
ที่พาพวกเขานี่ไปทอดทอนการจะตั้งอยู่ในภาคพื้นเป็นต้นไทยเวียดนามกัมพูชาอินโดนีเซียมาเลเซียบ่อินเดียบ่สิไปแล้วถือว่าได้บทเรียนหลายด้านเป็นต้นการคุ้มครองเวียกงานสหกรณ์การเทคนิคการปลูกการเข้าถึงตลาดได้บทเรียนอันดีๆมาส่งเสริมช่วยเหลือสึก
มันขึ้นฮอดเนาะพวกเขาก็เริ่มเห็นว่ามาฮอดปัจจุบันนี้ก็เห็นว่าอันดีเขาก็ได้ปฏิบัติตื่มเนาะตามแนวทางของที่เขาขึ้นไว้ในการพัฒนาเนาะ
ở một cái quy về tự tam không ta thì ở miền chỉ tỷ này có phi đi miền Bắc Quốc rằng đi sắm phi nhưng ban châu rung chúng tôi chọn cam tinh riêng phi ở ca từ tự tam cái chỉ តមកបានយើងទៅអប់រំទៅតាមសមាជិករបស់យើងក៏គេពីការផលិតទៅតាមលក្ខណៈទីដើម្បីឲ្យស្វែងរកដំណងក្នុងសហគមន៍គឺថាយើងចង់បានក៏
နောက်ဆုံးကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီဟိုပါပေါ့အသိပညာပေးလုပ်ငန်းတွေဒီဥပဒေသင်တန်းတွေဆွေးနွေးပွဲတွေပေါ့နော်ဒီဟာတွေကိုဟိုပါကျွန်တော်တို့ရဲ့တိုင်းဒေသကြီးနဲ့ပြည်နယ်တွေမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီစင်ပြီးတော့မှအဖွဲ့ဝင်တွေရှိမှလုပ်တယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီရဲ့ဟိုလောက်ကတဲ့ရည်ရွယ်ချက်ကကြတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အဖွဲ့ဝင်တွေဒီဥပဒေအကြောင်းအရာတွေသိပြီးတော့မှကိုယ်တိုင်ဒီဥပဒေပါအကြောင်းအရာတွေကိုဒီဟိုကလိုက်နာနိုင်ဖို့နောက်တစ်ခုကကြတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့အငြင်းပွားမှုတွေ
มีผลประโยชน์หลายเลยก็ดีหลายถ้าว่าบ่มาสวยเฮาก็บ่ฮู้ว่าเฮาสิเฮ็ดหยังหั่นนะเพราะว่าตะกี้เฮามีเฮ็ดดีเฮ็ดหยังหาปูหาปลาถ้าแต่ผัวหามาเฮาก็เฮ็ดอยู่เฮือนจังซี่นะเดี๋ยวนี้นี่ผัวบ่มาเฮาก็เฮ็ดได้ผัวไปเวียงเฮาก็เฮ็ดได้ปลูกผักเลี้ยงเป็ดเฮาก็เฮ็ดได้แบบสบายอยู่แบบสบายอยู่เฮือน
ชาวบ้านชาวสวนธรรมดานะบอกกล้าเว้ากล้าว่าบอกกล้าแสดงออกบอกกล้าแสดงความคิดเห็นอย่างแต่ว่าหลังจากได้ไปรวมภูมิหลายๆอันคือภายสร้างกุศลแล้วก็มีความกล้าหาญขึ้นแล้วก็รู้วิธีการไล่เลี้ยงต้นทุนว่าเราปลูกแต่ละอันเราใช้ต้นทุนเท่าไหร่บัตรเราขายมามันคุ้มค่ามันคุ้มค่าเราผู้กองมาผู้กองပြီးတော့အခုဆိုရင်စုစုပေါင်း30လောက်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဝေးထုတ်ပေးနိုင်ခဲ့တယ်ဒီလူငယ်တွေကပြန်ပြီးမိမိဒေတာကိုပြန်ပြီးဆိုရင်ဒီလူငယ်တွေကသူတို့တတ်ထားတဲ့နည်းပညာကိုသူတို့အကောင့်ပေါ်ပေါ်တဲ့နေရာမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ကတန်နိုင်ကြပါကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီတွင်းရ
xã cô có vô sâu sâu co nó từ lụ to từ tiết ban cầm rai mó ban chấm đánh trong xã cô hết chia phiện liệp là chuột thiồng này con nhân của bố kho lấy bán nông khai năng ấy đó về những năm được thấy năm ấy chẳng tới cô ban chia chừng núi nông phủ xa thời các hoặc hạt ấy ban cầm đặt thành tiền nhưng khi ông châu một nông xã cô nắng chưa chỉ mỗi nhây của xa nhưng khi ông đôi ơi miên chia thiệp cao lại lỡ phí môn.
In face of multiple risks, we have no choice but to be resilient, pliant as the bamboo, so to speak. And in every crisis lies an opportunity, so our efforts to manage risks are directed to build back better.
That video made me feel like wanting for more. So to give us more detailed report on the results of AFOSP-MTCP2, let us welcome to give us the report our Regional Director, the untiring, persevering, yet very gentle lady, Miss Lani Rebagay.
Thank you very much, Bernie and Leo. I really felt inspired listening to our AFOS-MTCP2 partners in different countries sharing their stories on how AFOS-MTCP2 have touched their lives. Beyond the numbers and the statistics in our narrative report, their stories give meaning to our program. Allow me to continue the celebration and the conversation by also sharing the stories of what the program did at the regional level. So allow me to share screen.
Let me share some milestones and reflections of AFOS-MTCP2. AFOS-MTCP2 is a story of strengthening, expanding, and networking FOs in ASEAN region. In 2009, under MTCP1,
supported by IFAD and the Swiss Agency for Development Cooperation, we have worked together with 11 national farmers organizations in 4 ASEAN countries, including Cambodia, Indonesia, Vietnam, and Philippines. We continue our journey in 2014 under MTCP2 with the support of IFAD, which allows us to expand to 2 more countries, Laos and Myanmar, working with 13 national farmers organizations. And in 2015, with the support of EU, we were able to fully cover 7 ASEAN countries, working with 25 national farmers organizations. To date, these 25 national farmers organizations have grown their membership and is now representing around 15.7 million small-scale farmers. AFOS-MTCP2 have helped us to deliver 4 major results. 1, farmers' organizations' institutional capacity were strengthened, leading to a more dynamic, accountable, and sustainable organization. Second, farmers' organizations at different levels are able to influence regional, national, and local policies on smallholder priority agenda, addressing issues like access to land, coastal resources, access to credit or capital, or mobilizing more support for rural infrastructure to improve farmers' productivity. At the regional level, we were also able to engage in ASEAN processes. With the support of the ASEAN Secretariat, we have closely worked with the ASEAN Sectoral Working Group on Agriculture Cooperative and ASEDAC, with great facilitation support from our partner ASEAN Foundation. Through this, we were able to push for the approval of the ASEAN roadmap on enhancing the role of agriculture cooperative in global value chains. Third, farmers' organizations have improved their services to their members. With improved entrepreneurial capacities, they were able to engage in a beneficial participation in inclusive value chains. Fourth, FO-led program management capacity have been enhanced alongside deepening the solidarity amidst diversity of FOs. These have contributed to improve livelihood and food security situation of smallholder farmers in ASEAN countries through empowered farmers organization and cooperative. This has also led to an enable farmers organization to become more resilient amidst disaster and pandemic. This has been proven and tested in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic, where organized and federated farmers organizations were able to facilitate caring and sharing in times of crisis. They were able to mobilize their members to bounce back together through collective and innovative action, which helped in accelerating recovery and ensuring resiliency. At the height of the pandemic, we were able to launch the Food Hero campaign to give recognition to farmers as food frontliners. In the campaign, we were able to feature the initiatives of the farmers and call for support from various sectors, from private and public sector. In all these initiatives, we have promoted and supported youth and women empowerment. We believe that the future of agriculture lies in the empowerment of youth who choose to make farming as a viable livelihood and enterprise. Aside from on-ground implementation, we have also endeavored to communicate the results of the program and offer visibility for our project donors by having various social media accounts where we share the results of the program and the good practices of our member. We also have Twitter, Instagram, website, and we also actively engage in various visibility events like the ASEAN EU Day,
ASEAN Youth Expo, participated actively in the IFAD under its IFAD Grant Award for Best in Knowledge Management. This was in recognition of our annual Knowledge Management Fair, where we provided incentive for documenting good practices. This KM Fair is an annual event allowing us to harvest the good practices, to share them, and to help farmers learn from them and create innovations. At the end of 5 years, we have reflected on our achievements, and we were able to realize that beyond the palpable gains in the lives of farmers, AFOS-MTCP2 also provided opportunity for us, for FOs, to build our capacity as reliable partner, able to deliver program results, as well as FOs as effective transmission channel for servicing farmers, fishers, rural women, youth, and indigenous people as well. This has been demonstrated in 4 major areas. 1, FOs has high sense of accountability, not only to donors, but more importantly to the farmers who are our very own members. Farmers are not beneficiaries, but they are our boss and they are our constituents. Thus, we become more accountable to them and also to our donors. Second, FOs are efficient users of funds. Our operation cost is less due to our relative proximity to the field and our use of farmer-friendly rates and implementation arrangement. Third, FOs are key exit strategy ensuring sustainability. A strong farmers organization is a natural home of farmers, and even with the exit of the program, this strong farmers organization will continue to provide service to this farmers organization. Fourth, with the increasing solidarity due to the program, we're able to strengthen that social capital, that solidarity, which leads to greater credibility in our advocacy work. Due to these reflections, we have 3 major recommendations to our development partners that will further unleash our potentials. First is, we call on our partner IFAD and EU to expand the regional grant for FOs to support key initiatives. May they be catalytic in nature, or a fund for innovation, or upscaling good practices along 4 areas. 1, strengthening FO's capacity in delivering economic services to members and in taking lead role in governance of inclusive food value chain. Second, investment in youth and women in agriculture. Third, climate resiliency initiatives. And fourth, effective policy engagement. We also call on our partners to work with FOs as service providers for IFAD and EU country program, both for economic program and policy agenda promotion. Third, we also hope for support in promoting and supporting pro-small farmers policy, including issues like climate insurance. To conclude, allow me to echo the voices of our farmers. Please join me in raising our voices in saying, no farmer, no food, no future. Long live family farmers. Mabuhay ang pamilyang magsasaka. Hidop Patani.
Now we are in the last segment of our celebration. We call now on the IFAD Task Manager, Mr. Hubert Boira.
Colleagues and friends, good day to all of you. As we wrap up AFOS-MTCP2, allow me first to express my gratitude to our co-financing partner, European Union, as well to all my colleagues in IFAD at country offices for their continuous support and cooperation. I will also take this opportunity to thank our partners from Swiss Agency for Development Cooperation, SDC, in providing co-financing support during the earlier stage of MTCP2. My sincere thanks also to Agricode, ASEAN Secretariat, ASEDAC, and ASEAN Foundation for their important and regular cooperation. To our dear family farmer organization, as we close AFOS-MTCP2, let me first congratulate you for the very successful implementation of the program. As a task manager, I have witnessed the challenges you have encountered and the hard work you all did to achieve the objectives of the program and deliver the needed services to your members. I have seen you grow and gaining more credibility with your government and partners, and be able to very effectively engage in policy dialogues at national and international level. I also have seen your effort to increase significantly your membership to become today a network of more than 43 million farmer members. Very well done. The gain and achievement of AFOS-MTCP2 have served as a strong foundation to open up opportunities for continuing and strengthening our partnership. As we wrap up today, AFOS-MTCP2, we are also very pleased to share the upcoming program called Farmers Organization for Asia, FO4A, which is again co-financed with European Union and IFAD through Asia Pacific Farmer Program, APFP, to build on AFOS-MTCP2 results and upscale the program of work in order to resolve the key issues of the small farmers in terms of economic services, incomes, and policy reform. Thanks to AFOS-MTCP2 and the implementation capacity you gained over these years, you also recently benefited to an additional financing called ARISE, assuring resiliency of family farmers amidst COVID-19. ARISE. All of these programs are today the manifestation of your credibility and capacity to move forward with new initiatives aligned with the priority requests of your small-scale women, men, and young farmers members. In these difficult and challenging times, the focus is on ensuring sustainable incremental income through market, business, and professional-oriented farmers' organization. IFAD and EU will support you to continue to progress in this direction. This new FO4A and APFP program will demand you to continue to increase your capacity in many areas. But I am personally very confident that with your deep commitment and openness to change, you will succeed. You can count on IFAD and, of course, on me for that. Together, let us continue the journey in the spirit of genuine partnership. I wish you an excellent AFOS-MTCP2 closing ceremony and also an excellent day to all of you and your family. Take care and cheers. Bye.
Thank you so much, Hubert, not only for your message, but for continuously guiding us and in tirelessly mobilizing resources for the farmers to sustain and expand the gains of AFOS-MTCP2. And now, to give us another message, let us welcome our colleague from the consortium partner, La Via Campesina, Mr. Zainal Arifin Fuad.
I am Zainal Arifin Fuad from La Via Campesina and Indonesian Peasant Unions. We are with AFA as a regional implementation agency of AFOS, ASEAN Farmers Organization Support Program, supported by IFAD and EU. For us, AFOS is a good and concrete follow-up of Global Farmers Forum conducted by IFAD since 2006 until now, and giving a contribution of farm organization, especially in influencing in the national and regional and even international level on the agricultural policies. There are big achievements done by 25 national farmer organizations in 7 ASEAN countries in AFOS programs. One is farm organization institutional capacities are strengthened, leading to dynamic, accountable, and sustainable organization. This make their strong organization. And second, how farmer organization have capability to influence agricultural policies at regional, national, and local level. And the part of this is how farm organization can support the process of negotiation of UN DROP, United Nations, the Declaration of the Right of Peasants of the people working in rural area. This is a tool of struggle of peasants in achieving and fulfilling their rights. And third is about farm organization have improved their services to their members. So this link with the economy's activities on which their member got advantage in joining a farmer organization. And especially in 2020 or last year, we were in pandemic COVID situation, even by now. And AFOS give a good program to increase their economy under food crisis because of the pandemic COVID-19. And finally, AFOS increase the capability of farmer organization and manage the program since 2015 until 2020. So these are the big achievement and congratulations for them. Long life peace and hidup petani.
Thank you so much, Zainal. LBZ and AFA have been strong allies in promoting the welfare and rights of farmers. To finally close our celebration, let us hear from the Secretary General of AFA, Ms. Esther Pinuña.
Hi. Hello. A pleasant day to all of you, dear friends, colleagues from FO country platforms, and dear partners who have come here today for the wrap-up activity of our project, ASEAN Farmers Organization Support Program, or AFOSP-MTCP2. AFA has been in existence since 2002 and has implemented projects since then. But this project is the first medium-term 5 to 6 year project that we have managed. It is also the biggest project we have to date, allowing us to reach and to provide more services to FOs beyond the membership of AFA. This is also the first time in our history that we are celebrating the closure of a project, and rightly so, because listening to all the presentations today, there is indeed much cause for celebration. Today, we feel proud of the achievements that we made together. Proud that we are seeing that our dreams, our ambitions, and hopes as farmers' organizations are coming true. We look back on the day we started implementing AFOSP-MTCP2, many partner FOs can be considered young then. Now, we see thriving farmers organizations with a substantial increase in membership, in maturity, and in capacity in providing services to their members. But what made me proudest the most is what we call kwento na may kwenta, or stories that have numbers, that have figures, or calculations, whether it is in the number of public policies approved, number of farmers reached, services rendered, and increase in income. But what touched me most really are the human stories of growth. Like to send her child to school because of increase in incomes in farm activities. It is difficult to put a figure on this kind of impact. So now I would like to ask you, let us show that we all feel proud of the achievements we made together by clicking the clap button in your Zoom screen. Today, we feel thankful for our development partners, EU and IFAD. Without your unrelenting support, we would not have realized the objectives of the program and reached all these on our Zoom screen. Yet today, amidst the COVID-19 pandemic's deadlier wave, we feel challenged as more and more people become sick and sometimes die, or lose their jobs and their incomes and therefore cannot provide food for their children. As family farmers persevere and continue to fish and farm in lowlands, hills, pastures, and mountains, but unable to access markets, or unable to get fairer market prices, or unable to store their produce. As climate change continues to affect our harvests, as lands continue to be degraded and grabbed, as policymakers continue to sideline family farmers, we are challenged to play our role as food heroes, to contribute in cooling the planet, in promoting food security and nutrition, and in reducing poverty, hunger, and inequality. With the trust given to us again by EU and IFAD to manage upcoming big projects like ARISE and FOA, we feel hopeful that we can live up to this challenge, that we will be able to maximize the opportunities presented by global tools such as the UNDFF, the UNDROP, the SDG, the Convention on Biodiversity, the Decade on Forest Restoration, and now the Food System Summit, so that every family farmer is happy, healthy, prosperous, can make both ends meet, and can send their children to school and then still opt to stay farming or do agriculture-related work. Because no farmer, no food, no future. Long live family farmers. Thank you for your attention.
So there, we might say that this is the closing, but this is actually the beginning of something new.
You're right, Bernie. In fact, we have 3 programs ongoing right now.
Yes.
We hope that we all proceed with more vigor and vitality.
Thank you very much for all the presenters and for everyone's participation. We are happy to note that this is not the end of our partnership. We are continuing our journey and service to the family farmers through the new programs. So we invite everyone to have a quick overview on these projects.
Pemuda Tani, Sri Donorono, bangkit, adil, dan sejahtera.
Buat pemuda tani tetap bangkit, mandiri, sejahtera. Semangat terus.
Hidup petani, hidup petani.
Mga mahal sa buhay, nanay, tatay, ate, kuya, may kanya-kanyang gawain sa loob at sa labas. Oh, kay sipag ng pamilyang magsasaka.
Sa gulayan at sa pastulan at sa palaisdaan, tiyak na may maihahain pagdating ng kainan. Pag may sobra magpalitan, o di kaya'y ipagpili. Oh, madiskarte. Magpunla, magbantay at alihin ang bunga na nagbibigay sigla sa mga minamahal. Alamin at pagyamanin ang likas na
Vì hộ nông dân. Tất cả vì hộ nông dân. Tất cả vì hộ nông dân.
Umuusbong punla, ito ang kabuhayan, kapaki-pakinahabang pagsasakay karangalang, di maipagpapalit. Oh, ang pamilyang magsasaka, may ulam, alihin ang bunga na nagbibigay sigla sa mga minamahal.
Salamat sa iyo, salamat sa ito.
Oh,
No farmer, no food, no future. No farmer, no food, no future. Buhay ang pamilya magsasaka.
Mabuhay ang pamilyang magsasaka.
So on behalf of the consortium AFA-LVC and together with all FO partners, we recognize the support and the cooperation from the following partners: European Union, International Fund for Agricultural Development, Swiss Agency for Development Cooperation, the ASEAN Secretariat, the ASEAN Sectoral Working Group for Agricultural Cooperative, ASEAN Center of the Development for Agricultural Cooperative, ASEAN Foundation, the Agri Agency, and AgriCorp, Family Farmers Organization and Cooperative. Thank you.
And now to announce the winners of our interactive game. We just want you to note that some of the participants are very good in listening and answering very fast, but each participant can only win once to give chance to others. So let's all congratulate and click the clap reaction for Maria Donna, Penny from API Indonesia, AG from PKSK Philippines, Put from Lao Farmer Network, Lani Eugenia from Indonesia, Nian Win Mong from Myanmar Co-op Department, and Chong Sopal from FNN Cambodia. Congratulations and thank you for participating in our mini game. The RIA team will get in touch with you through your NIA and through your email address from the registration. And before we move to the next portion, I just would like to promote our ongoing activity, the Young Farmers Open Letter Contest. This is open for all FOs under the Asia Pacific Farmers Forum platform. Please encourage your young farmer members to join in this activity. And as always, we are counting on your support for the success of this activity. Now, back to you, Bernie and Leo.
As a symbol of celebration for a bountiful harvest from AFOSP-MTCP2 and to welcome our new projects, APFP, Arise, and FO4A, please grab a cup of drink and let's have a toast.
For more empowered family farmers working for a better future for all.
Cheers!
Cheers! Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We encourage everyone to please grab a cup. And for our virtual toast, we're also going to take photo of our virtual toast. So Junie, take it away.
Thanks, Miss Bernie. So maybe encourage everyone to turn on their camera. Okay, capturing the first page. 1, 2. Moving to page 2. Just hold your smile. 1, 2. Okay, moving to page 3. Please turn on your camera. Okay. We're done now. Thank you. You may turn off your camera now.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Ang pamilyang magsasaka, nagbibigay sigla sa mga minamahal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Pastor.
Ang pamilyang magsasaka. Bawat sulok ng paligid may umuusbong punla. Ito ang kabuhayan, kapakipakinabang.
Thank you so much. All the police. Thank you.
Ang magsasaka. Magpunla, magbantay.
Thank you from Philippines.
Ibigay sigla sa mga minamahal.
Thank you so much from Indonesia. Thank you so much from Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Mabuhay ang pamilyang magsasaka.
Bumabangon pa ang araw, ngunit kumikilos na ang mga mahal sa buhay. Nanay, tatay, ate, kuya, may kanya-kanyang gawain sa loob at sa labas. Oh, kay sipag ng pamilyang magsasaka.
Sa gulayan at sa pastulan at sa palaisdaan, tiyak na may maihahain pagdating ng kainan.
Pag may sobra magpalitan, o di kaya'y ipagbili.
Oh, madiskarte ang pamilyang magsasaka. Magpunla, magbantay at anihin ang bunga na nagbibigay sigla sa mga minamahal. Alamin at pagyamanin ang likas na paraan. Oh, mabuhay ang pamilyang magsasaka. Bawat sulok ng paligid may umuusbong punla. Ito ang kabuhayan, kapakipakinabang.
Pagsasakay, karangalang,
di maipagpapalit. Oh, mabuhay ang pamilyang magsasaka. Magpunla, magbantay at anihin ang bunga na magsasaka